He has to be in the middle of everything today. Typically how he normally is, but he's really in the middle of everything today. Happy, what is it, Thursday? I don't even remember what day it is at this point. Thursday evening. I figured everybody's live tonight, so I'm just going to get this done and over with. I have a tail in my face while we're at it. We're just going to get this done and get through it. So let's go. This won't take very long. Well, it might take a little bit, but it won't be too bad. Hey, Am. Hey, Nana L. Hey, Helen. Pugs. Army Tinker's wife. Smiles. All right, y'all. I debated whether I was going to do this or not, but I'm going to. I'm going to throw in some clips that I wasn't intending on throwing in because let's just say my mind has been blown. So, first and foremost, mods, please don't time anybody out if they come over here and start running their mouths. That's totally fine. In fact, one of the people that I mentioned swung by my comment section. Totally fine. Just a little odd again. But hey, to each their own, right? Everybody's got their thing. But I want to open with the conversation about her short. So her short that she did, hold on, let me see if I can find it right quick. I'm gonna have to get rid of him. Hold on, let me get rid of Dexter. Go, you're gonna go out or you lay down. Nope, I don't have anything up here. You go lay down, buddy. This dog, they all know how to get treats. They all know how to bug me to get treats. Come on, go see dad. Go see dad. Go get dad or go to your corner. Out. Hold on, y'all. Hey, babe. Aaliyah, will you give Dexter treats? Please. Thank you. Call him. No, go see Aaliyah. Come on. Come on. Go. Come on. Go down there. No, sir. No. Okay. Now they're all out of the room. Now they're all going to come back in the room. Hold on. Pause. Interruption. Just a moment. Hold on. Hold that thought. Dex, go see dad. Go see dad. Come on. Come on. Did you call him? Go get him. There he goes. He's coming. They're coming. Thank you. Okay, Bella, come on. Come on. He knows exactly how to work the system. He knows how to work the system. Hey, Clemson girl. Hey, Gina Marie. Okay, so I wanted to start with this discussion. I'm not going to play her short that she did the other night, but I want to put it out here again because this is probably one of the worst things that bothers me that she's done recently is try to spin the narrative. She has absolutely tried to spin the narrative that somehow I mentioned her DV. First and foremost, I don't victim shame at all. That's just not how I work. And I've never discussed your DV situation publicly whatsoever. Never would, never, nothing. Another thing, just because I think you're vile for calling and talking about Katie's situation doesn't mean I support Katie. I still think it was low. Both things can happen at the same time. I can not like any of you and be okay with that. Now, some of you can't be okay with that. Hey, it's just Allison. Hey, Sheila. So I wanted to open there though, because that really bothers me. There's something about that that just is the lowest of low to spin that narrative when somebody's never even done that. Never even remotely done that to her, wouldn't do that to her. Hey, Limey. And it really bothers me. It is something that I've really I was shocked. Not necessarily shocked, but I was bothered by it. But I'm going to play a clip at the end of this live. We'll wait till the end. I'm going to play a few clips that I just clipped that I didn't even know existed. So I started watching a couple lives of hers, one including the Backwoods Barbie stream that she did. I don't know who that lady is either myself. Has nothing to do with her. If you want to see a true display of who Vada is, I encourage you to watch that stream. But I clipped a few things. Hey, Nana. Hey, the real angel. I clipped a few things that are problematic and bothersome to me. But we're just going to start with this. We're going to get through it as fast as we possibly can because I'm frankly sick of it. I'm frankly sick of dealing with these guys. You'll see a lot of shut the F up in this one because truthfully, that's all I have to say to her secondary mouthpiece over here. Now, again, I don't even know who this girl, Megan, is that's sitting on panel with her. So just a disclaimer, I won't have much to give there because I didn't even know who she was, nor do I care. I care about the lies that Vada has told. So let's get going. And by the way, none of you are blocked. Pull on up. I'll shoot you a link, Vada. You can come tell me about myself all you want. Steve, I'm sure you have lots to say after you heard yourself lie and spin circles earlier. So if you want to come address me too, feel free. I'll drop you guys the link. The two of you, feel free. You want to expose me so bad and expose your lies. Well, or expose my lies, which there isn't any, but feel free to let me know. Let's get going.
Oh, perfect.
And this stream here is from current time. We didn't go back. This is from just the other night. She did this. This is the second part of that stream. So where she gave the long introduction of her history with nonsense. Meanwhile, 99% of what she mentioned had nothing to do with nonsense. But I'm the master of all things, I guess, on the internet.
Let's go. All right.
Hey, Apple.
It'll all call on you when that happens. And I already know what you've been doing behind the scenes. So a lot of people.
Oh.
So I go find Dumbass's video. One moment.
It's skipped.
And you'll see that she has my back and that she's genuinely worried. She's not. Trust me. She's just trying to do a video to help somebody else's case, to make the court believe that I'm unstable and all this other shit.
Right.
So first and foremost, I was not doing a video on behalf of anybody else. You have been at my ankles since November of last year. You have been poking and prodding and doing all sorts of attention-seeking behaviors on your own. I have nothing to do with any court case, any legal situation that you're in that has nothing to do with me. I absolutely did volunteer to write the victimist statement 100% because I think it's very valid that the court knows exactly what has been happening in the other's perspective. However, you're putting my name in court documents. And again, you brought me into this. You brought me into this, not her. You mentioned me in court documents. That's the thing. You claim that I work for somebody or am doing something on behalf of somebody else when you have been at my ankles wanting attention since last November. This is all about you, nobody else. You can own this.
Of course.
Hey, Marlene.
I promise you, I'm completely stabilized. I'm not completely sane. But who doesn't love a crazy bitch anyway?
We're all a little crazy.
Really, she just wants to be me. That's why this is called Cougar Dreams, because bitch you wish.
First of all, I absolutely do not want to be anything like you. Not when I grow up. No, we're not Toys R Us kids. Like, I'm 40 years old. I'm 40 years old with a grown-ass adult child. I am not looking to go back into high school petty drama games or be anything like what you're showing us you are. Again, you can make up your mind however you want, but that spin is just never going to work either. So,
let's see. Yeah, oh my God, I should have put that clip up here where Erin had asked me, Nonsense wants to know what triggers you about her. And I was like,
Oh yeah.
it was funny. I should have had this up here. I'll do it next time, because don't worry. There's plenty to react to because she's literally obsessed with me at this point.
not even remotely close. But the reason why everybody asked you is because I put a short up asking why I trigger you so bad. And your reaction to that, see, you're kiki and ha ha in here when Erin asked you about it. But then after I threw out a bunch of receipts and showed you how ridiculous your spins have been, you come back with a low blow and things that I never even said. Nothing that even was remotely okay in that situation. You took and spun a whole narrative around something that was never even talked about. But in this video, you were kiki and ha-ha about, responding to me. Gotcha.
Okay, and I'm just responding. I took 2 Valiums. We're good to go.
She had to take 2 Valiums in order to do this stream. 2. Hey, Clarissa. Clarissa, I didn't get anything yet. Gosh dang it. I'm going to have to go to jail for tax evasion now too, because I didn't get my W-4 or my 1099, any of it. Damn it. I'm going to have to file for unemployment too. Goodness gracious. Hey, shopaholic. And can somebody tell me what like the going wage for working for Katie is too? I would love to know, because I don't even know how much supposedly I'm owed.
This bitch. Let me tell you. All right, let me figure out our little, let's see, how can I make this where I had a new one where me and you are both at the bottom. Where is that one? There it is.
Oh yeah, I remember you finding that.
All right, let's listen to Edie over here. Let me get her live. I'm sure all 4 of these are popping most likely, but we're going to start here and in the middle.
She thinks the whole channel is about her. Meanwhile, she just finally got some attention and she's like, oh, the whole channel is created for me. No, it's not.
And I finished watching some of it today. It's all repetitive. It's the same as the first half, but we're going to keep going with it anyway.
They've watched this one stream of mine like 4 different times, between her reviewing EKC, reviewing me on her channel, and then her reacting to it. Why don't you play the other ones? That's what I want to know. Don't worry, we'll get into that. Hey, Rita.
And just a recap of what we've gone over so far. Pretty much she's making veiled threats saying that her and some people are going to come after my family.
Where there was no threat whatsoever about me coming after your family. In fact, I declined to speak with whoever has been in my email about you that claims to be a family friend of yours. I've declined to. So again, please show me or enlighten me on the threat of me coming after your family. Me warning you that it was easy to find your information on the internet is not a threat. It was a warning of, hey, if I can find it, anybody can. That's all that was. There was no threat whatsoever. You're across the country from me. Exactly what am I going to threaten you? That makes no sense. Again, you said that I threatened you 17 times. So I'm going to need a list of each and every time those 17 threats in this video that you claimed.
And that some really bad shit's about to happen to me and my family, and that I better prepare for it, and that I should protect my family, even though I got 2 TROs on the 2 bitches that are behind all of this. But
she claims that she's got 2 TROs. First of all, the TRO that she attempted to get on Charlotte and Katie both have been dismissed. That is here nor there. She claims she had a gotcha moment because they had the same attorney. In a town of 12,000 people, that's not very big of a deal. It's not at all, but she thinks that's this gotcha moment. She claims that Katie paid for Charlotte's attorney. That's not even the case. Charlotte actually has provided proof of all of that stuff. But this is her gotcha moment to prove that Charlotte and Katie were working together. There is no TRO in existence on Vada's behalf. Now there is an RO or TRO on Vada currently, and EKC from Charlotte. That is the current situation, but there is no anything on Vada's behalf. Quite the opposite.
She says the word family 17 times in this video.
She said 17 times. I'm going to need you to point them out. I'm going to need you to actually clip 17 clips of me threatening your family, threatening you, because it never happened. I would never. Me warning you that I didn't want you to go through what I have gone through because of the games you're playing was a warning. That was it. I actually had concern for the people around you, not necessarily you, because I think you kind of like this attention. You kind of like the negativity. You really thrive off of that energy. But again, please, I'm sure it's easy. You know exactly what you're doing. So go ahead and clip 17 threats, please. And thank you.
Constantly going on and on about my safety and pretends to care about it, but
I'm not concerned. Again, don't confuse my compassion for your family and loved ones with compassion for you. I think you are playing games, but I don't think it's fair to the people around you because I know how this works. And even though I wasn't playing the games with you, my family went through hell because of people like you. Molly Golightly, Kyle's business, you know, I don't have to explain myself any further. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand exactly what I was saying.
makes no threats throughout that she's involved and would expose me and everything about me and my family. And she's behind the scenes.
Yeah. Where am I behind the scenes helping?
Come after my family, basically, is what has happened so far. So,
and again, you're going to need to show this. These are bold accusations that you're accusing me of threatening your family or attempting to harm your family. So please show it.
But she is anti-doxing. She doesn't believe in doxing, even though she's doxed 6 people, but we can keep going.
Again, I didn't dox 6 people, but according to Vada, if you have a profile on Facebook and you bring it to YouTube, therefore you're doxed. So yeah, we're just going to let her run her mouth on some of this stuff because there's no explanation needed.
And I can prove that too. Just check out one of my live streams. They're all there. Everything's there. Everything I've claimed about this woman, I've been able to prove. Everything she's claimed about me, not one.
Yeah. That's not quite how this goes. I'm actually going to slow her down a little bit because as a chipmunk, she does sound kind of funny.
It's not one shred of evidence ever, one time, never.
Hey, Mercedes girl.
And I wanted to clear up something real quick. And it has to do with what really is up her ass, honest to God. What is really up her ass is she is mad because Katie, the lady, went to everybody. And okay, let me start it off this way.
She can't even remember how her story was going to spin there. Give her a moment.
I created a Facebook page a few weeks ago, and I purposely put a name on those Facebooks.
So she purposely created a Facebook page.
And the trolls grabbed it and ran, did a background check, claimed it was me. I purposely put that up there because someone had came to me and informed me that they were trying to find out who I was and all of that. So I decided to lay some bait and put the name Brittany Nicole Hansen up there.
Well, so she baited them. This isn't her name. She baited them with this information. Okay. She claims that she did it intentionally by using somebody else's name. Okay.
They did. Then they pulled a background. It was given to Katie.
And you've got proof of all of this. You've got proof of them running a background check on you. Again, you're going to need to name names of specifically who did this because I wasn't a part of any of this. I actually knew who you were months ago. Was my inclination. I never looked into you, didn't care to, because I only needed that information when it became a serious issue for me, and it's only gone to one place. So please inform me again, who supposedly ran a background check, who bit on this baited information that you put on Facebook, because you'll never find my name involved in it. I didn't even know you put a name on Facebook. I don't watch any of your guys' Facebook stuff. Unfortunately, that's just not the case.
Apparently now I accidentally got this girl targeted that's innocent.
Oh, so she got this Brittany Nicole Hansen, according to her, what she said, targeted and harassed.
I didn't really know there was anybody really named that.
She didn't know that anybody would ever really be named that. However, that's a very common, anyways.
But the reason why they can't find me is if you look throughout my whole history on YouTube, you can go look. I was adopted.
That would have absolutely no correlation to your name. Your adoptive name would be the name that you possess until marriage. It would be considered your maiden name. Can anybody else make sense of this, please? Anybody? Yeah, smiles. I included that. Actually, I think it's coming up.
So and I was in protective custody for a long time.
So if you were in protective custody, the court order would have been redacted, and that would have never been public information. Just to set the record straight on that too, because they absolutely, if you are in protective custody or have some sort of protection order because of situations like that, they do redact that stuff. However, you're the one that was leaking it and sending it around in your gotcha moment on Katie. You released it in your members only group and so on and so forth. So I have nothing.
So you're going to have a hard time figuring it out. And I would never give y'all that information, and you'll never find it. You'll never find it. You'll never get a hold of my family to ask them. It's never going to happen. But nonsense.
And again, she claims that I was lying about being sent an email about her. Well, here is a piece of this email. I did redact quite a bit of the information because I didn't find it necessary to put it all out here because I did not engage with this person. I do not know who it is. For all I know, it could just be another random person behind it. They do include a lot of private information that I will not put out here, but I didn't email this person back. They actually volunteered to get in contact with somebody that would gladly come on live and talk about her personal life. That's not something I would do. That's not something I would ever do. I have no interest. I don't need to know her personal life to expose the lies that she's told on YouTube. Same with Uni. Everybody was so worried that I was going to expose something about his personal life. And I didn't have to expose anything about Uni's personal life. He had talked about what he wanted to out publicly, but I always stick to their words and the lies that they tell on YouTube. Anyways, there's more of it. It was a long email. Since she thinks that I
is bitter and mad because she was hoping that would be the I got you moment where they come out and expose me. Then they accuse me of a bunch of crimes, such as shoplifting, when this bitch has never seen a receipt in her fucking life on anything.
I guess not. I've never seen a receipt for anything. Not groceries, not bills, not the hours of receipts I've just been slapping down to debunk all of your spins and twists of the stories. I mean, sure. Call me Stevie Wonder of receipts, I guess. I don't know.
So, get real.
Right.
Yeah, I'm the first to admit I'm crazy. Me too, girl. I know I'm crazy. I have to be crazy to deal with this shit.
Yeah. Hey, Forgotten Whispers. Oh, what do I even say here? Here, you want to say hi right quick?
Hi.
Kyle's in the chair. Okay. Some of this stuff is just.
I mean, you couldn't. I mean, this is
Let's
just
go ahead and listen to Dick Knows, I guess.
By the way, hold on. Let me show you guys. You want to see a side profile? Like, if this is a Dick Nose, I guess these would be my eyeballs. Like, does she think that that's going to hurt my feelings? My nose isn't even that big. It is crooked because it's been broke to hell and back, and I have a deviated septum. I mean, does that really offend people?
I started her new nickname is from Dumbass. I'm gonna make it easier on you, girl. I'm gonna just start calling you Easy Breezy.
Beautiful cover girl. Okay. And
because you are so easy when it comes to falling for shit. You are not vetting anything you're being told whatsoever.
what was I being told that I didn't vet?
And that other bitch thinks that it's fun to go around and pass around this girl's docs. Well, go ahead, honey. It's no harm to me. And
okay, so then why did you file a restraining?
Harm to my family, I already have a TRO on you. So go ahead, because
again, that TRO that she continues to try and spin into something bigger than it was denied by the judge.
it'll all fall on you when that happens. And I already know what you've been doing behind the scenes. A lot of people know your little moves, and a lot of people are little birdies that come back and fly over to my way and tell me what's going on.
She's talking about Charlotte. She's not talking about me here. And just so full transparency, I can't wait for the day for them to subpoena my emails with Charlotte, because Charlotte's never asked me for a thing. Actually, quite the opposite. Charlotte has absolutely been kind as hell to me. She has been apologetic. She has absolutely apologized for the nonstop attacks on this one, when I had to inform her too that this had been started way before I even knew who she was. I had no clue who she was when she first entered the scene over here. And she has the TROs on them for a reason. And you can go to Twitter yourself and read her entire detailed statement. And let me just say, she has got so much proof of receipt upon receipt upon receipt upon receipt of the harassment and pure, in my opinion, bullying that they did. It's scary.
So keep on. You're violating an order, and now you've got a second order.
She's not the one in violation of the order. In fact, that would be, well, again, my opinion, but
watch out. I would just
the court hearing for the TROs that are existing right now from Charlotte on VADA and EKC go to court in January.
Watch out.
And that kind of could be taken as, I guess, we'll leave it. You can make up your own mind how you feel about that. But there's an active TRO, and they think that calling her Carla and still continuing this BS or hiding behind members only links is protecting that. It's not.
All right. But let's see what dumbass has to say.
Carla's a sweetheart.
Oh, this bitch.
She can't even talk about me. Again, she took 2 Xanax or whatever she said at the beginning of this to try and get through it. She still can't even talk about me or being an adult and actually have communication without the underhanded insults, the just childish behavior.
It's a scary obsession. And they're willing to use.
Oh my God, I changed myself into a chipmunk too. Oh, should I be so mad at myself and rage quit now because I sound like a chipmunk? I came on here with a voice changer. If you can't handle me changing your voice into a voice changer, and by the way, yeah, she rage quit when I changed her into that. And she had a real big issue with me giving a filter on her face. So yeah.
Use anybody. And they found another one. Now, again, I'm going to remind you, she's done horrible things to a lot of us.
What horrible things have I done to you? List them off.
The threats of the CPS, the emails, the nonstop lies about me, the mentioning of my children, the mentioning of my other half. I can't be 100% sure it was you, but we'll let some of this go for now. But there's a whole long list of things, and sooner or later, I will get to the bottom of some more of it.
Tell me what they are, and show me the proof. Show me the proof of the horrible.
The whole last video, part 1, has all of your emails and your CPS threats and all of that stuff. However, you claim that you had nothing to do with that. People were coming to you, except you were associated in protecting those people that were threatening to call CPS on me. So therefore, yeah, try again.
Stuff I've done to you, number 1. Number 2, you keep on saying that Aaron and Steve are using me, bitch. I'm the master over here. I'm the queen of my kingdom. I don't follow the leader, as you can tell, because everybody, that's why nobody in this community can stand me in the anti-KJs. That's why I'm not one of the anti-KJs, is because they can't stand the fact that I won't follow behind the leader. And
I have a feeling that they don't like you because you just fabricate stuff and throw it at the window. And therefore, it kind of helps those or hurts those that have been standing on the facts that just want Katie to be accountable for the things that they're bothered by. When somebody like you comes in and just throws stuff at the wall and fabricates things about them, it's kind of counterproductive to their mission. So I think that would more likely be the case. But again, that's my opinion.
Follow everything they do and stop liking who they don't like and blah blah blah. And I don't take demands very easily. And I don't like that.
Forgot.
So you got that totally wrong, girlfriend. We're our own little palace over here.
Right.
Right.
So she says we're our own little palace over here, including Megan in that. Megan wasn't around up until recently. So even the videos that I've watched have not included her. I thought she was just her mod. I never gave her that much. I don't know what you would say. I've never given her that much credibility, even in the whole situation with Vada, because I thought she was just a mod of hers. And I can separate them out. But now it seems like she needs a handler. So Megan is on panel with her all the time. But again, they claim they're such good friends. Megan just co-signs the bullshit.
I don't know where she's getting this from. She makes it seem like this whole stream, she passes off this narrative that I'm this weak bitch that has around and I'm being used and that I'm going to take the down. Yeah, and that I walk in my family into this.
I mean, situation. She doesn't think that, you know, these are your real friends and we all have a real friendship and nobody's using you. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But, you know, she doesn't know what having real friends is like, I'm sure.
Really, Megan? You sure about that? I don't know what having real friends is like, even though I've had the same best friends since 6th grade, over 30 years. All of the friends that I have on here are still my friends. I haven't had a falling out with anybody that I considered a friend.
No. I don't know of any friends that she has still.
Right.
And she tries to make me look weak and that I'm the type to follow somebody. Anybody that knows me knows that I run my own shit. People come to me usually if they need something. And she doesn't know what community I'm from. She keeps saying I'm from the anti-community. I'm not from anywhere. I'm from the beauty community over there where like Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson are.
So again, the story changes. So we've heard her say when she was on panel with Steve that she actually came into this. She had been watching and she came into this because Steve had been framed and she was a follower of T-Spiracy and Uni and T-Spiracy's friend is what she referred to her as. But then we also heard her say that she had been watching all of this and came into it because Molly was being framed. She can't really quite pick a story where she came from, but in the video she did about Backwoods Barbie, she says that she was around for all of the Toddy stuff and when all of the emails and the craziness went on back then. It's pretty enlightening if you go watch that video, honestly. There's a lot in there that I think she forgot she said.
Nowhere near any of these people. I don't want to be near any of these fucking people. And they're fucking nuts. You think I'm nuts? Go on Twitter for an hour. I mean, those bitches can literally storm up a tornado and a shit storm. All right. Here we go.
Here we go.
She's done a horrible shit to a lot of us. What she did to Katie the other night. Oh, I promise you.
She lied about art.
Hey, EKC, she's smoking on camera. Are you going to give her the same lecture you tried to give me? Kathy P played a video and EKC was lecturing me about smoking on camera. Meanwhile, her crony down here is doing the same thing. But do you think she's going to get the lecture? Probably not.
She lied about being art. She deserved what she got.
She deserved what she got. That's pretty disgusting in my opinion. You don't have to like Katie to realize that that's low and doesn't need to be done to anybody. And this is why I continue to be concerned about her family and the people around, because somebody at some point in time is going to pay attention and expose her for the things that she's done to others. What goes around comes
Probably wouldn't
around.
have stayed quiet either. I can't tell you if my emotion in my friends, if something like that would have happened, I don't think my friends would have talked me off of that. I don't think they would have. They would have tried. But
She must be anti-Me Too.
Anti-Me Too. Do you guys understand the irony in that statement right there? The anti-Me Too. Molly is anti-Me Too. Do you get that? Do you quite understand who you've been supporting? Molly came on here, this platform, to debunk Melissa Schumann, who came out with her story during the Me Too movement. Do you even understand who you support and the things that they stand for?
She obviously doesn't support any woman that's been sexually abused or assaulted or anything, or she wouldn't be standing by someone that falsely accused somebody of that, because that makes it harder for us women that have had something.
So that's not even remotely the case. And those of you guys know, I mean, there is nobody here that will say that. There is just nobody that knows me that's ever watched my content that would ever say that. So I'm not going to really go into that. However, I do want to say that what makes it hard for victims to tell their stories is people like you who want to seek revenge and will use somebody's story like that to try and cut them down. That, in my opinion, is vile, and that silences women because they don't want to come out and tell their stories for fear of people like you doing that to them when they get mad at you. That actually is counterproductive to what you're claiming you stand for.
That traumatic happened to us, it makes it harder for anybody to leave us at the police station. But luckily, there's something called evidence, which there was none of in Katie's case.
And you were there, right? You were present. You just said that police have a hard time. Never mind. I'm not doing this.
So keep on using that, bitch. It's just not going to do a damn thing.
I don't think they could have, because I can't even imagine.
I stand on what I said. It was vile and low of low. I didn't even expect it from her. I never thought she would go that low. I know EKC went that low previously, but I didn't think they would do it again. And she gladly did and relished in every moment of it.
Ugh. Look at Uni.
Hey, Pete.
I'm going to use Uni as an example.
Oh, you got to hear this. If anybody knows the beginning, they know this bitch was bred from Uni's ball sack, and she's one.
And yeah, she read Katie's report out verbatim in one of her videos and mocked her, shamed her, went through it. It is vile, absolutely vile. And she's so proud of herself for doing that. Yeah. And then to sit here and flip it up on anybody else, that I would never do that to her. It's not my story to tell. I don't know about her personal life like that. So why would I ever? And nor do I want to know. That's not my place. But after Katie doxed her, that was her retaliation. And she even said that she did it for revenge almost.
Want to try to put Uni on us. And
Uni came from Steve. Steve and Uni were friends. I'm not making that up. Again, people that were around, no. Steve himself, there's many videos of him saying, Uni was promoting Steve for a long time and getting things right. And then all of a sudden he didn't. Again, I didn't even know who Uni was for the longest time, nor did I have engagement with him like that. He used my content. That's the extent of Uni and Becky, aka Nonsense's relationship.
Say that we came from Uni Rock. No, bitch, you walked in the scene up his ass.
No, not even quite. But again, I guess timelines for you and facts can't comprehend upstairs.
Well, he came from that crew.
No, you came from his crew.
No, I was... She continues to argue with things that they absolutely know. Like, this is just crazy to me. Wild to me. Uni was a part of all of those places. He flip-flopped. He was even a part of the makeup community. I wasn't. Nowhere close, obviously. I mean...
You came from the Uni fam, remember? Y'all showed.
I didn't come from the Uni fam. I came from Facebook, my own little private sector on Facebook. That's where I came from. Nonsense, me over here. Yeah, come on. Let's get the facts straight, Vada.
Y'all shared followers. You were on his channel.
I was on his channel one time.
Were over there
correct misinformation because he was sticking up for Mallory.
him off all the time. So no, don't
I was what?
try to twist. Don't try to trick a bitch. It ain't gonna work.
Trick a bitch. It's called the facts. Uni was around for a long ass time. Had nothing to do with me. I met Uni from the Dono Girls, I think is where we first learned of him. I had no clue who he was. And yes, I absolutely appreciated him helping get me to 1,000. But he used my content for almost a year. Nothing more than that. I didn't even have discourse with him. I didn't share stuff with Uni. Nothing. I talked to his mods some. That's it. But his mods aren't even like him.
He was willing to lie and continues to lie over a letter that he says was sent to his parents.
And see, y'all have so much in fucking common. Why did you ever leave him?
He walked them into a lawsuit. These people lie to lie, and there's no consequences behind it.
Bitch, have you ever watched your own channel?
Speaking of which, I think you should go watch your Backwoods Barbie video, because the irony in that stream alone of the things that you're trying to tell her are quite the reflection.
Seriously.
Yeah, I have watched a few of my streams and
Katie, it's like blah, blah, blah.
I'm gonna have to speed her up because she's in like
I'm
already
taking
on
forever.
2 volumes. Yeah, I'm already on
Like
2
want to
volumes.
fall asleep. Yeah.
2 volumes plus this.
Yeah,
2 Valium, excuse me. She said Valium, not Xanax.
5 months of her going after. Yeah, hope. It's the shit that I've been sent from what I assume I can't prove 100% that certain things are
I thought you vetted everything. Fucking liar.
from her, but I know other stuff is. And just the unreasonable hatred started from them getting slapped in the face with they couldn't prove that I was Katie, nor have I ever worked with Katie. Like, that's where that came from. And it is, I can't even imagine.
You know why we thought you were fucking Katie? Because nobody rides for Katie.
Nobody was writing for Katie at all. Not at all. I shared two or 3 posts of hers. So that's writing for Katie. Calling out the facts and not blaming her for things that she wasn't responsible for is now writing for her. I'm sorry. I'm not really the type to say that, oh yeah, just jump on the narrative and run with what you guys have been saying. Like the audio, all of the refund situation, when meanwhile I had been dealing with people that were asking for refunds way before I even knew who Katie was.
Nobody rides for an evil fucking anti-Me Too evil predator bitch. Nobody but one that's
You realize you just described Molly.
just like her, which I'm staring at right now.
She called me a predator.
The fucking lengths that these people will go to. Becca, she's not going to like what's going to come, though, because she's walking herself into a really bad spot.
She keeps saying you're not gonna like what's gonna come. Bitch, what are you behind the scenes trying to do to me? You want revenge that bad that you're willing to go real life and come after my family that you don't even know who is?
I've never once gone real life on you, nor would I. I have no intent of going real life on you. If I wanted to do that, I would have done it months and months and months ago, probably back in May when my children were being threatened to be put on the dark web. If I would have done something stupid like that, I would have owned every bit of it with absolute my full chest. I don't have any intent of doing anything like that to you. What I'm trying to get through your thick skull is that when you piss off the people that you've been aligned with because you do dirty things, and after time, you're going to burn those bridges. And sooner or later, somebody is going to come along and contact your family. My family's been contacted. My dad was called 3 times. You know how many times? Never mind.
Like, what are you doing? I thought you don't go real life. I thought you don't dox people. You're looking like a fucking idiot right now, admitting to your audience that you're planning on talking to me, which you already admitted that you're talking to one of my family members.
No, my audience is very knowledgeable that they don't have to read between the lines with my words unless I tell them. You get what I'm saying? Very rarely do they ever get that. I say everything, what I mean, out front. I have no intent. In fact, I declined emailing back and forth with that person. I actually said to somebody close to me, Should I send this to Vada so she knows that this is going on? Because I was concerned, because I know that in time you will burn the bridges that you're standing on, because you cannot lie on people to the extent and play the games that you have done without burning people. But you know what? It's not my concern. I'm not the one out here with all the email BS. So no, I didn't send it to you. But if you think for 1 second that people aren't in my email trying to give me your personal information and details about your life, I'll never do anything with it. It will never go any further, because I'm not like that, because I don't want the people around you hurt by your actions.
What the hell are you doing? What are you doing?
Right.
Hey, Beaver.
If that's even true, you know. I don't know
Yes.
about that, but if she's trying, it's disgusting.
Ugh, I have never
He only talked to him twice, but there was 3 calls.
contacted any of her family. She has beautiful kids. I would never mess with her kids or her husband.
Really? But when supposedly somebody was coming to you threatening to call CPS on me and swat me, you protected them. Oh, wait, you sent a message to Nunya and Goose, right? Really? Come on now. Get out of here. And the threats of the dark web, you said that those, no big deal, right? No big deal. Okay.
Right.
That's her husband. He won't marry her yet, but her boyfriend.
His name is Kyle, and Kyle and I have been together for a long time. Don't take hits at my relationship, because it's pointless and immature. Kyle and I will get married when we choose to. We have no qualms about not being married. I'm the one, in fact, that won't get married, because I don't have somebody that my grandfather passed away, and that's why I wanted to walk me down the aisle my entire life. And for me, it's hard to do that without him being present. Granted, we do want to get married before something was to happen to his parents, so we have been discussing it. But Kyle will even tell you, if he was in here, that I'm the one that has cold feet and am in no hurry to get married. I want to do it on a little island somewhere. But anyways, they can say whatever they want. My relationship is totally fine.
Ugh. Go ahead, Megan.
I don't have to justify that to some twit on YouTube.
Sorry.
By the way, he's got a backup wife. If anything ever happens, Brittany's got him handled. Don't worry.
No, I don't. This whole going real life and going after your family, you know how I feel about that, because it's happened to me before, and I just don't get it. Like, why do they have to take?
If you have had this done to you, then you should have been able to decipher what I was saying. You, Megan, should have been able to decipher very clearly, especially considering I know that you claim to be such a good friend to her. You should have been concerned, because you know that sooner or later that these people that she's messing with, she talks about these Twitter trolls and all that stuff, which they're just posting facts about what she has done. However, she claims that all these people have been harassing her and doing all this stuff to her. Meanwhile, nobody's ever seen it.
Take things so low and so far.
They do. And exactly what I was trying to get across to her. So thank you for proving my point.
Because Mrs. Snunk is a benefit to her. She can see all benefits right here. Oh my God, there's stuff happening in court.
The only reason why I started discussing you is because you were forced to go on Bombshells and talk about me. No, you came in like a wrecking ball again. Meanwhile, you had never even stopped talking about me. I just didn't even realize that you were still a factor on YouTube. But then you came and made sure that you got attention from it, and we cracked the hell up about it. But then as it continued on and I continued to get more fake emails and the threats kept coming, it kind of started to ding, ding, ding. Hello, why does this only happen when Vada is cooking up crap? Why does that always correlate with you? Oh, that's just a coincidence, huh? Okay.
And let me tell you about something about the name that I used in court. I was allowed to use that name because I wrote them a 15-page letter letting them know the danger these people, how dangerous these people are. I was allowed to use that name. Thank God.
So the court allowed her to use the fake name that she posted on Facebook to bait some people into running with it. Meanwhile, she got the girl harassed on Facebook, she claims. Then she claims that the court allowed her to use this name in the court paperwork. Not her, but the court allowed her to use the lady that she had posted her information of that was incorrectly doxxed to continue the harassment and put her name on court papers. I definitely am not the smartest tool in the shed, but I wasn't born yesterday either.
And that's
Right.
only my past.
And Amethyst is 100% correct. We've never encouraged anybody to go real life. We've never gone real life. I don't do that. I handle it the legal way. If things get too out of control, I have documented with law enforcement all along. There are so many things that many of you didn't even know. Many of you had no idea that I was still getting these emails until I dropped them the other day. All of this has been going on for months and months and months. I just left it alone because what am I going to do about it? I'm not going to shut up. I'm not going to let them run me off YouTube. I'm not doing anything to anybody.
And what I've been through. And I gave them my paperwork for that. I gave them the affidavits from the past. They allowed it. And I told them, I said, these people, do not give them my real identity, please, because they're fucking insane.
So that would have been, again, redacted on the court paperwork, or as Rita said, it would have been listed as Jane Doe. It would have not been public on the orders of court. If that was the case, they have a duty to protect, because there are people in protection from DV situations and so on and so forth. So if that's the case, the court really screwed up. But they don't allow you to use a false fabricated name of somebody you're claiming got harassed because you put their information on the internet to bait trolls. That wouldn't be the situation, because that would be encouraging harassment to this random stranger continued.
And I literally dropped that name on a Facebook page, put my picture on there, and I knew they were watching, and I did it on purpose, and they bit and ran with it. And I'm sorry, can't help you there. If you're going to come for me, try harder. Try harder. And all this stream is right here is a bunch of threats, which by
She says that this stream is a bunch of threats. However, there's not a single threat in this.
the way, it's going to be played in court, so I hope you private them. Too bad I've got them all downloaded.
Why would my stream be played in your court hearing when there isn't a single threat in this? But I'm not involved in your court hearing. Oh, wait, you're trying to get me involved in your court hearing, which would be a bad day.
The
Right.
one thing that her buddy Molly always says, which is always the funniest thing to hear. Number one rule, don't lie to your subs.
So what the fuck are you doing? Look at her laugh. You can tell she's lying. Even her nose is flaring up.
Yeah.
Jesus
And what is
Christ.
it that you supposedly lied about? Because you haven't. So
I know. She's going, I lied.
Really, Megan? Really? She just lied about the court allowing her to use a fictitious name on court documents because she's protected. Meanwhile, she's claiming she baited trolls with a fake name, got that person harassed. In fact, there's even streams of her and Nikki claiming that they traced this woman down and contacted her. What is happening? But she hasn't lied ever.
I lied. Bitch, what? Lie? Where are they? What
I
is
mean,
it?
Veda is like bluntly honest.
And this is why I have nothing to say to this one besides shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. You are doing nothing to help your friend here besides being a shitty friend and walking her into further disgusting situations.
So
Condoning things like this. If any of you, if I was to come up, I would hope y'all would smack me with your shoes. And I know for hell's sake, my text messages, if I was to pull some shit like this, my text messages would be blown up one after another. What are you doing? Why are you lying? They would ream me because they love me and they care about my family and they would not want me to do stupid shit like this. That's what actual friends are like, though.
oh, you've never lied about anything. You're very honest with everyone, all your subscribers,
Right?
all your friends. So
Fuck her. And I wouldn't give a damn. If I was charged with shoplifting, guys, I would absolutely own it.
And nobody cares if you were. Nobody cares about your record.
Okay? There was a baby that needed diapers. I had to go in the store and do what I had to do. Who cares?
Okay, so are you baby needed diapers? She went into the store and had to do with. Okay, cool. But you're saying that you don't have a I'm so fucking confused. Can she make up her mind what story she wants to stick to here?
Who cares? Who cares? You just
If that record is some fictitious name that you plant, oh God, never mind. I can't spin this enough ways to even rationalize this train of thought. I can't.
were hoping that was the moment that somebody would be able to get me, and you're mad because it didn't work out the way you wanted. So now you're threatening me with my family because you wouldn't be going on about my family the whole fucking stream the way you are, unless that was the case. So when something does happen to my family, I'm going to know exactly where to go.
Yeah, go ahead. You can contact me. You can send the cops for me. I gladly, please let them come take all my devices and go through them, because there'll never be a day that you will see me doing a single thing to your family. Not one. Won't happen. And I stand firmly on that.
Molly, that's pretty entertaining because that's all she does.
Girl, how did I know Molly's name was going to get brought up in this stream? Are you still riding her dick? Jesus.
It sure seems like it.
God.
But
Tweedledee and Tweedledum
you
now.
don't have to.
Did I speed this up, or are we still in fucking slow motion? Let me speed
It's called your fucking shitty internet, okay? Your shitty internet is like buffering nonstop. That's a you thing, nobody else.
it up again. Jesus. Come on. Smoke that cigarette. Do something.
Fix yourself.
Let's
They're
skip
gonna do it for
around.
you, unfortunately, because you just keep pushing. You just keep pushing and doubling and tripling down on your lies. And
What am I doubling and tripling down on? Tell me what lies I'm doubling and tripling down on. Bitch, I barely even go live.
Oh, Lord.
And let me tell you about something about the name that I used in court. I was allowed to use that name because I wrote them a 15-page letter letting them know the danger these people, how dangerous these people are. I was allowed to use that name.
So the court, again, she's stating the court allowed her to use a fictitious name that she placed on Facebook.
God.
And it's because of the 15-page letter, which would be in the court filing. So when somebody FOIAs that, it will be right there with all of, oh God.
And that's
Right.
only my past and what I've been through. And I gave them my paperwork for that. I gave them the affidavits from the past. They allowed it. And I told them, I said, these people, do not give them my real identity, please, because they're fucking insane.
Well, here's a shocker. I didn't just do this all talking shit. I've been throwing so many receipts out here, but here's one from your buddy that you might not even realized. Triple down in her lies. Katie posted. Oh wait, EKC, you got your shining moment. Here's your stream. Posted a mugshot. She's claiming it's not her.
Okay, let's really go over the actual events here. I don't know exactly everything that led up to it, but
EKC doesn't know the events that led up to it, but she's going to tell us anyways. Please enlighten us, EKC.
Katie posted her name, her image, or whatever. It's just, or I don't know if it was actually her image. I think it was a bullshit fucking what's that called? Mugshot.
I mean, hey.
Boom. That sucks. That sucks.
Oh, wait, did I clip her? Yeah, I did.
Along with some other nonsense that even we can't find any connection. Okay, so here's the thing.
Oh.
What Katie posted was her name, an image claiming to be her, a state in which this crime occurred, and what the crime was. So a bunch of us, and people who I don't even know even, looked into this to try to verify it. And we can't verify all of these connections.
Why are you trying to verify a court record? Nobody cares if she's got a record. Nobody cares. You're missing the point. She's just continuing to spin lies and making her lies deeper and deeper. Nobody gives a shit, at least over here. We don't care. There's a lot of people over here that have records or don't have records. I filed bankruptcy. So what? Nobody cares. You're missing the point, which I think is intentional of this group at this point.
Okay, here's what we can verify. We can verify a name, okay, existing in one state connected to a crime, but not any of the crimes shown. or we can find the name in another state, where a state that she's never even lived in before, connected to a crime, and that's connected to a mugshot, but none of that's connected to actually her. Okay, so it's like,
Can anybody tell me what she just said there? Because none of that made sense. Besides, we're shitty at vetting any information.
we can't find anything that is actually her with her name and her place in her state of residency, with an actual photo that's hers and the correct crime. So nothing has been verified.
So the correct crime. So you're admitting she has a record. You just can't find a mugshot to go with that record, because a lot of charges don't actually have mugshots associated with them. Right? Like, that's common sense. Well, I guess this is what we're dealing with.
And I mean, and most of the time,
Why do you care if she's got a record? Anyways, like, nobody should care. That has nothing to do with what's currently happening. Her past record has nothing to do with what she's talking about and lying about today. That has no impact on her lies and misuse of the court system today. Nothing.
and we can't even find like two of these things to go together. Like, if a couple of times we found two, but like three we haven't found. So I mean, that's what she did. So yeah, Vanna got a little pissed off or whatever, because either way, Katie did still reveal her real legal name.
Oh, wait. Did EKC say that Katie revealed her real legal name? Wait, this is her buddy that's verifying that they used Katie got her name 100% correct. But according to Vada, that was just a fish name that she stopped. Oh, I need a whiteboard for this shit. So Vada's claiming that she posted a fictitious name by the Brittany Nicole Hansen on Facebook weeks ago to bait some trolls. They ran with it, ran a background check on that person. The person got harassed. Her and Nikki went on to say at some point in time that they actually contacted the lady because she had been harassed. Vada is claiming that the court system allowed her to use this fictitious name because of things that have happened to her in her past and how she's protected. And now EKC is coming in claiming that Katie actually got the legal name right. So they have the same name. Is that the next story that we're going to go with? This is not even. Whoa.
Middle name included.
Middle name included. Damn.
And so Vada kind of picked apart her essay report. Her essay claims.
Yeah.
These last two lives.
If you watch the rest of that, she goes on to say that she had done it previously, just not to that extent. And then she goes into more detail of how she wanted to do exactly what Vada had done. Yeah.
First I've done on this channel in 2 weeks, besides about Katie fucking dumbass over there. Jesus.
When your subs realize, if they don't, and if they're just going along with the whole thing, like those of them that don't actually know what's going on are going to be really pissed, and they're not going to stand by you in the end.
I don't even know what's going on. Why don't you tell me what y'all are up to?
Nobody's up to anything besides calling out your lies and the constant spin that you do.
Are you that desperate and Katie that desperate to get that much revenge on me for that Marvon story for telling the fucking truth? Are y'all that desperate? All you're doing is making yourself look like a dumbass by bringing me up on your channel, because they're going to come to my channel and they're going to look at evidence, which you don't know what is.
Yeah, that's just not the case, Vada. That's not what's happening. The people that believe your shit are just hate bonding with you over Katie. And they were hopeful that you would be the one to bring Katie down. But if they can watch this and see the spin of the lies that you told just over your name and still believe your bullshit and all of the thousands of other lies that you've said, but I'll throw you in a kicker at the end of some of your more vile, disgusting comments that you've said recently. And if they can stand by you and support you, hey, more power to them. I don't have no care in that either.
And you're going to lose your only 500 subscribers you got over there. So what the hell are you doing?
She's still bothered by this second channel, even though she started a second channel, third channel, fifth channel. I don't know. She's got more channels than I do brain cells left at this point in time.
This, knowing that you've lied to them and they've lied for you. A lot of them know you're lying and continue to push you there, but it is what it is.
Megan, I'm calling you out right there. You know that she's lying. You just sat there on panel with her while she lied and spun that. She should have just not addressed it. Just don't say anything. If you didn't want to, just don't say that. Don't say nothing. This is sometimes when silence is your best friend.
No, we found the girl that record belongs to. We contacted that girl.
We found the girl that the record belongs to. My fucking God.
Talked to that girl. Nikki did a background check on me. Aaron did a background check on me. Steve did a background check on me. They all wanted to vet that information, and Aaron goes in detail about what she found.
Yeah, she did. And she just said that Katie 100% got your name accurate.
Which I'm sure you watched, because you watch every fucking move we make. You watch.
This is why I showed earlier that I don't watch them, unfortunately. Whether she likes to believe that, she can believe whatever she wants to at this point. Obviously, there's no convincing her otherwise. She just lies to lie. But no, I don't watch. I actually watched Kathy P reviewing EKC is how I even knew that.
Watch me on my second channel, my third channel, but I'm stalking. Okay. You're really going to like this.
I know, I'm sick of threats too.
Will you? Yeah, exactly. Would you shut the fuck up? Nobody's threatening anybody, Megan. Oh, let me tell you. Let me guess. Me telling you to shut up is going to be a threat too, right? That's going to be a threat.
No, this is all a threat. Threat.
Find one. Can anybody in here that's been listening to this? Can you find a threat in this so far? This is just wild to me. And this is why I say that she makes the antis or the caters or whatever you want to call them, that midline group that sticks to the facts, look completely foolish because of these spins and the twists. And Megan, you're not a friend. This is not a friend. A friend does not condone this type of behavior at all. Not one bit.
Yeah, no, Nikki said in the in the chat, I'm sick of the threats, and I was agreeing with her. I mean, it has gotten old.
Oh, of course.
It's every day.
Of course, Nikki said that. Nikki's got a, never mind. She's about as bright as the burnt out light bulb.
Hey.
To these dumbasses, and she goes on about, here's what she did the other day. She posted these fake emails about Nikki, and somehow, so on my first reaction, right, I asked the genuine question. I said, why in the fuck are you in my business? If I was stalking you, why are you dedicating a stream to me? So what does she do? She pulls out an email that she's had in her inbox since October 18th. That's a fake email, spoofed email.
It's not a spoofed email. It had nothing to do with spoofed email. It's a fake email address. I even said that it was likely not from Nikki. It goes along with a bunch of other emails that I've been getting sent.
Tries to start shit and have heat go Nikki's way.
Nope, not even close. I actually specifically said in my post where I posted that I didn't think it was anything to do with Nikki. But Nikki went and did a crybaby stream about it too, I guess, and cried and, oh, they're attacking me. Show me, because nobody over here attacked you over it, because everybody reads my words and understands what I'm saying. I said, I don't think this is from her. Pretty simple.
Just in order to have an excuse to follow me around and do lives about me. Her audience was probably wondering, yeah, you did do a stalking live about her. Was that a lie? Because now you're live about her. So she had to use something to.
I didn't have to use anything. I have more than, I don't even have to have a reason about you. If I wanted to do a stream about you every single day, like you have done since November, mentioned me in every single stream. In fact, I think I'm going to challenge myself to go to her videos and see how many times she's mentioned me in her videos. I think that might be a fun game, but it also might be really disgusting to find out. But she claimed that she stopped talking about me back in, February. Meanwhile, that's when she amped up. She even says that she's done over 40 streams on me and I've never responded.
cover it up. And she's like, oh, I believe Beta's behind this 100%. Bitch, I don't got time to make no spoofed emails. And I definitely wouldn't give you that kind of leverage over me. And you know they're not for me. You know I'm not behind any of it. You know.
Nope. I don't know who's behind it. And again, it's just a coincidence that it always involves you when you're playing games. Meanwhile, the stream that you were forced to go on and discuss me and lie about me was before the October 18th email. Do you forget about that? Oh, wait. And there's more emails too, isn't there?
Yeah. Know who is, but you still keep on. I've already tracked.
Right.
I have no idea who's behind those emails 100%. That's not up to me to figure it out. That's in law enforcement's hands.
Yeah. And then they kept going. Today was my turn to get hit, which we're going to talk about later, but they're making messages, emails, and screenshots to make it look like I said stuff that I didn't say.
So Megan makes this statement. Meanwhile, she doesn't clarify that she's not talking about me. So she puts this out there that I am encouraging or doing something to her. First of all, I don't even know who the hell she is. And she, in my opinion, is just a waste of air in this whole stream situation. I have never talked to her, done anything to her, but she, after we were kind to her when she came in my stream the other day and we welcomed her, and the only thing I said to her was, maybe you'll learn something. She ran and, well, I'll show you guys at the beginning of that stream what she says, because she claims that she was correcting misinformation in the chat. No, you didn't. And everybody was kind to you too, but she doesn't want to admit that.
So I guess, tomorrow will be somebody else's turn.
To the Twitter trolls doing all this shit with these screenshots.
Maybe if you would stop messing with everybody and playing games with everybody, you wouldn't be getting it from every direction. That's a you thing again, not us.
A screen recording. At this point, screen recordings are necessary. So if you're going to make a screenshot and say it's somebody, drop a screen recording with it or fuck you. So
nobody's going to jump to your demands, period. You've lied too many times. You don't get to dictate anything to anybody at this point in time. Not at all. With what we've seen you poll for receipts and your proof.
So I just wanted to say that because y'all's little game with Megan isn't going to work. Sorry. It's just
yeah. Oh, well, they'll find a way to make.
By the way, if you want to know what they're talking about, Megan got caught up in some emails or some messages that started to get released on Twitter. I don't know the extent of it. Go over to Twitter and look. I'm sure they will enlighten you on anything you want to know. But it sounds like this is kind of a historical thing with Megan too, that she gets caught in a lot of dirty shit with a lot of people. I don't know the history there, but just from what I have seen myself on Twitter and the proof from all the different angles, there's people that don't even like each other in this whole thing, that don't like anybody in this, that have said that they're all the same. They've all done this for years.
Like those look fake too, or whatever they do. This is the same game we played summer before last.
Oh, absolutely.
They want us to all fight and break up, and guess what? It's not going to work. So keep trying.
Absolutely. And
break up? Are you guys dating? Are we in high school? Like, what are we trying to break up here?
And after this live, if you're a member, I've already sent out the links personally to each person that can come. I do that. I've done that for the last 5 lives we've done for members only, because I don't trust the 2 stock accounts that join my channel.
So if you join her members only stuff, which is the memberships, again, run your channel however you want, but this is against terms of service. So unless she knows exactly who you are and has your private information, she will not send you a link to the members only groups, because she claims that she has 2 stock accounts in there. Neither one of them are me. I wouldn't pay her $10, $20, nothing. I wouldn't, none of it. Nobody cares. But why are they so scared and hiding in members only of only people that she knows that are in this little circle? That seems awfully sketch to me.
But those members,
don't worry, they'll get leaked anyways.
Are getting their benefit.
Because there is people in there that still talk.
They know what's going on. They have details of what's going on, and they know everything that's going on behind the scenes. And tonight we're going to be talking about some cool stuff too. So make sure you tune in after this live. If you're a member and I didn't send you a link yet, DM me and I will. Okay, let's go.
It's just craziness. Anyways, I had to get it off my chest because after watching that live
Vanessa, proof or we're not going to do that. We're not going to come in here and make accusations. Again, you're not going to attack people in my comment section. If you have a past history with her, we're not discussing that though. So if you want to talk to her, do it somewhere else, but this is not about her or the comment section. So making claims like that, there's just no need for it. I don't care about any of your guys' past or what you feel about each other. This is about the non-stop lies that are going on here. So I would appreciate if you would stop that. You're welcome to stay and hang out. I don't care about your past, but please stop the BS. We're not going to do that.
last night, I was just mortified. I was like, what in the ever-loving
No, you're
F
okay.
is she doing? This takes 5 fucking minutes, and those idiots know that, and they're continuing to play these games. Like,
It takes 5 minutes to bet that Katie's a liar, but you weren't interested in that evidence, were you? You're never interested in any evidence when it comes to you or your girlfriend Katie. What is she paying you?
We would all like to know too what she's paying me, because I probably am going to get arrested by the IRS because I didn't file it on my taxes, because shocker that I didn't get paid a single cent. But I would like to know what I'm supposedly owed from her, like what's the going rate, for the couple months that I did semi-talk to her, and according to you guys, work with her. So we would like to know too. Please let us know. I'm sure you'll have receipts to show all of that.
I mean, you gotta get paid to back this bitch. Seriously.
I don't know why telling the truth is backing Katie, because I'm not joining in the hate train of Katie and just throwing things at the wall and fabricating stuff. I don't agree with what Katie does at all. I don't even watch her. I don't follow her. In fact, I didn't even know she had doxed Vada until somebody called me and said, hey, this just happened. And I was like, no shit. And they were like, yeah, because I don't follow Katie's stuff. Nowhere close.
yes,
Both things can be true at the same time, and they can't seem to think that.
stitching. She's
Thank you, guys.
just as bad. I don't know much about her, so I can't say much. I refuse to watch her. She's
I understand a lot of you guys have past history and come from these communities and stuff. I don't know enough about any of you. I'm not taking up for one over the other. I have no care. Just keep it respectful in my comment section. This isn't a personal place to attack each other. You guys have issues with each other, take it up somewhere else.
like fucking nails on a chalkboard to me. She is so ignorant and stupid and jealous of other women. And
I know you're not talking about Erin. You wish you were her, girl.
I was absolutely talking about Erin.
You wish.
her hair extensions are terrible. Like, there's
Yeah, they are.
so many people that are uncomfortable in their own.
Girl, you look like Miss Piggy. Are you kidding? You're gonna hate on somebody's hair extensions for real?
There we go, Miss Piggy. What is happening here? She just cannot. This is why it's so hard for me to like. What are you supposed to say? There's no constructive criticism here. There's no engagement. There's no adult conversation. It is immature, low blows, and just I can't even. What are you supposed to say?
Where the fuck is Kermit today?
Skin and
He's downstairs on the couch hanging out with the kids, being a great dad. That's what he's doing, if you want to know. Probably playing his video game, his little motorbike thing, or watching the news, or doing the dishes, or, being the amazing person he is. That's probably where Kermit's at. That actually, you could call us that. Kermit and Miss Piggy. That wouldn't offend either one of us either.
it makes me sad for them. So it is what it is. The sad thing is I thought at one point in time she was the intelligent one out of the bunch. Man alive.
I did think at one point in time, because I listened to what people told me, and people thought that she had a lot of common sense, and a lot of people really believed her. So I thought that too. I thought, oh, she's probably the bright one out of the bunch. Man, did she prove me wrong. And I have barely even watched her. Just the little things that I've seen Kathy and other people review of her. Nope, no way.
I had that pegged wrong. I thought maybe she would be the one with a little common sense, considering she's been in newspapers. And
if we're this bad to you, why the fuck are you following us around for? If we're this bad to you, why are you
I'm not following any of you. Quite the opposite, actually.
watching us? Why are you following us? Why are you coming for us? What is your problem? Go.
I've never came for Erin at all. I cracked jokes on Erin a few times because she's always involved in this stuff. And meanwhile, she's got pretty much 6 months of content of me. But hey, you continue to tell yourself whatever you want.
Find somebody that's intelligent. But I guess you can't do
Right.
that. You can't understand anything they say on the stream because it's over your head. Maybe that's why you're down here. I don't fucking know. What do you think, Megan? Why the fuck is she following us around if we're all fucking evil and stupid and blah, blah, blah?
Oh, this is
How do people buy this? How do people just go along with this thought process? How do they listen to this and be like, yeah, girl, that's what's happening? What?
I mean, I guess content. She apparently doesn't have anything else to talk about.
And they always, this is what they always go to. She doesn't have content. We're content. I've been doing content on other things for months now. Months. You're the one still stuck in a spin cycle here. That's why I revisited this. You made Steve look even stupider than Steve looks on his own. I didn't think was possible, but you sure did.
You're her, that's all she's got to talk about you. I guess it gets her the views. I don't know.
No, if I wanted views, I would talk about Molly, Betty, Zav Girl, Tyler Feller, anything but her. If this was about views, I would do what I was doing before. I would do the easy content by reviewing the people that are big time low cows. Yes, she's a low cow. She just doesn't bring the views. It has nothing to do with views, Megan. That is not bringing the views for anybody, including herself.
No,
Lord, the
it's
delusion.
ridiculous. It makes it seem like she's obsessed. So
Yeah, it does. And you begged me to stop talking about you.
Oh,
You
Clarissa,
begged me.
please.
And I did you that favor. And here you are trying to light a fire under your own ass. Well, go ahead, girl.
I'm trying to light a fire under my own ass. Meanwhile, I've proven where you came out of nowhere in October and just happened to be forced to go on Bombshells and talk about me. Then I showed emails from October of the poking at me. And meanwhile, that's just from your crew. Second or third, I don't even know what number. There's just so many things. There's so many things. This is nonstop. Fata claims that she left the internet for a while. She was never gone. She was just behind the scenes playing shitty games.
Just don't fart.
What does me... Oh, this is why I can't review her, y'all. I seriously have zero tolerance for this immaturity. I have not dealt with people like this except my teenage girls. This is what I expect from them. I know you are, but what am I? Like, that's the shit I expect from a 13, 14-year-old.
And so on and so forth, fighting a good fight, actually something in real life. But then you realize, oh no, for the last, 5 years, she's just been focused on her hatred of one fucking lady because some random weirdo that she associates with had his ego hurt.
Nobody hates Katie. Nobody hates Katie. We just hate the nasty ass behavior she does. Okay? She's had CPS called on Anna Duggar for no fucking reason. She's had CPS called on Lydia. I don't remember her last name. But she had her called on her.
She does terrible things to a lot of people. I get that. I'm with you there. But you absolutely are driven out of hate. Your own statements and many videos.
Unnecessarily accuses people of crimes. She frames people with crimes. You helped her frame somebody with a crime, so you should fucking know.
No, there is no helping anybody, and nobody was framed with a crime. Oh my God, this girl, this one.
I guess you're up under her ass because she can expose you in any second, and you know it. She must have dirt.
Katie could expose me at any point in time. What's she going to expose? What is she going to expose? My 1099? My lost wages? What? Hazard pay? She going to post a picture of my nose? Like, what is she going to expose? Katie and I never, the delusions in this whole situation. Some of you have seen a lot of my messages with Katie, like in depth, and it's hysterical if you actually look at them, because it's just never going to be what they make it out to be. There is nothing there, what they try to make this out to be. We went our separate ways after this story kind of parted. And we talked very briefly during this, and we were on completely different pages. Katie actually got mad at me in the comment section on Facebook because I had released a source's name. You guys are so misinformed. It's not even funny. Again, here's proof. The last time that she ever reached out to me.
Funny, that's all I can guess.
Oh, Miss Leah, you don't have to say in a whole. This is a. They'll go running wild. And, oh my God, nonsense did this, and nonsense did that, nonsense.
Told you.
Nonsense also says this.
Well, you're provoking it, dumbass.
Oh, I'm provoking it, right? So meanwhile, I'm telling her that her games are going to create backlash for her. But me responding to her and explaining that, look, this is creating backlash for you is me provoking her.
This is why your name's dumbass. Seriously, I couldn't think of a better nickname for you. Seriously.
And bitch, my channel name is Nonsense on the Web because all this is fucking nonsense. It's actually a really good goddamn name.
No,
It is a really good name. Really good name.
called Nonsense on the Web because you're a dumbass.
I named it duh on purpose. You get it? I chose that name along with all the nonsense. Like, I picked those names on purpose.
And again, I'm gonna repeat, you don't have a sister named Becky, so that's weird as fuck. Stop the bullshit and the weird shit, okay? Stop. Just fuck.
Yeah, that is one thing I have said about her stories, her personal stories. In one of her personal stories that she tells, she talks about her sister named Becky. Thankfully, that's not factual. She doesn't have a sister named Becky, but tell me she's not obsessed. She was just, giving names, random names, but my name is the one that she gave her sister. Single white female-ish, very much.
Fucking stop.
Why are you watching my streams? That was like an hour in. I made up a fucking name of some sister.
If you didn't act this ridiculous, I wouldn't have ever watched your streams. And you're welcome. Your views have gone up over the last couple of weeks because we all started paying attention to the ridiculousness that you have been spewing. So you're welcome. You have been getting views because we all started, well, me and a few people that I associate with finally started paying attention to all the insanity that you have been spewing. And that was something I caught that was really cringe.
I had because I didn't want to tell my real sister's name.
You didn't want to tell your real sister's name, but you already had in previous streams. Yeah, I caught that too. But you picked Becky. Of all the names in the universe, Becky was going to be your sister's name. Tell me I don't take up space in your head.
Names. And why were you watching it? That's creepy. Quit watching me. Quit following me. Mind your own fucking business. Get a job. Get a life. Something. Why? Your ass. Shit.
Because trust me, when they contact your family, you're not gonna like the result of it. It sucks.
You mean when you contact my family? Is that what you mean? Because
she has delusions of grandeur. She really does. Either that, is she paranoid? Does she come off as paranoid to anybody else? I don't know what this is. I'm not a medical clinician. I'm not going to diagnose anybody. I have no idea what actually goes on up there. But the fact that she thinks everybody is stalking and harassing her. When Burnt Toast called her out on the art stuff, she made similar allegations like, you're stalking me, you're going to strike me, you're going to do this. When Tiger Talks called her out, same thing. Kathy P, same thing. It's always this like stalking, harassing. Why are you following me around? Like, I don't understand it.
that's what you're doing.
It fucking sucks and it will happen. You're in a bad spot and I get it. No matter which way you turn, you're gonna have to eat your lies.
Okay, well, start dishing them out because I'm still waiting on what lie I told.
Well, I've dished out over 7 hours of you and Steve's lives and 2 streams. You rage quit though.
Where are they? Where are they?
There's so many. Nobody's got enough time in the world. I would be here for 5 years trying to debunk the videos that she has got up right now with the lies. It would be impossible.
Simon still says you're a dumbass.
You walk there. You actively participate.
She just said, Simon says, you're a dumbass. Vada, this is why nobody will ever take you seriously. You will be the shit show locale that people milk for laughs and content because you make it so easy and you cannot handle criticism or even a fair warning. Like, I wasn't even being nasty, mean. I was actually out of concern warning her, because it's not cool to do to people's families. I've never condoned that shit ever. And I was genuinely showing compassion for the people around her, because she is clueless to what she's doing with playing these games. Well, I don't think she's as clueless as she likes to put off, though.
In telling these lies.
What lies? Jesus, what lies, girl?
When you keep, it got worse. Vada did a live the other night. She was taking it down, mocking and calling the abuser the victim.
This is just.
He is the victim,
Oh
and that
my
line's still
God.
up. Bitch, what are you talking about?
Did all sorts of stuff. Did great, like the most degrading things I've ever seen. She wasn't even around for that. And then last night in her life, she says that she doesn't even have a problem with Katie. She just wants us all to stop. Yeah, of course you want it all to stop, because you know you're about to be exposed on an all-time level. That
I didn't say I wanted anything to stop. And you're over here saying this ain't your fight. This is their fight. They hate her. You don't want nothing to do with this. You say you don't have a problem with Katie. I don't have a problem with Katie personally till now. I have a problem with her behavior though. But
I almost think, in my opinion, I think Vada was poking at Katie intentionally, hoping that Katie would dox her, and then the spin cycle would happen. I genuinely think that Vada was attempting to get somebody to dox her to play the victim. I 100% think that.
that's a little hypocritical considering you're over here up my ass right now.
No, never been there.
Like, this isn't your fight. You're over here like, Katie's not your fight. This ain't your fight. Well, bitch, this.
I'm not your. Wait, you went on a whole rant at the beginning of the stream claiming why you had beef with me. Meanwhile, I wasn't even a part of 99% of those situations you claimed that you had beef with me over. But now you're saying that that's not my fight. So I'm just supposed to continue to ignore and let you spin lie after lie after lie after lie on me. Okay. Big difference there, girly.
This ain't your fight either. You might need to mind your own fucking business and put your nose somewhere else, maybe under a plastic surgeon. I don't care where. Just somewhere other than near me.
What? This is why I can't review her. This is why I opted to not ever engage with her. And I should have stayed there. But she is just nonstop poking. This is for me at this point in time to lay out how ridiculous this has been.
you can't handle. You're not gonna be able to handle this. But please, if you care about your family, fucking wake up. Because
If you say that shit one more goddamn time, girl.
What are you gonna fucking do? What are you gonna do that hasn't been done? What? Claim I threatened you 17 times? What else are you gonna do? Make up some more lies on me? Oh, like that hasn't happened.
Let me tell you, when something happens to my family, you better watch out. Just letting you know. You better watch out.
it's your family.
And why would I have to watch out if something happens to your family? You're the one walking them into this. I'm not doing a single thing to anybody around you, nor would I. You're the one that's encouraging this bullshit by lying about every single thing and every person that you come across that criticizes your behavior online. That's you. You're going to have to sit there. Nobody else.
Family doesn't deserve the bullshit that's gonna happen either because of your fucking life and the insanity that you put everybody into with your life. They don't deserve it.
Then why haven't you debunked any? I've done like 40 videos. You haven't debunked one of them.
She just said, mind my own business. Meanwhile, she's claiming that she's done over 40 videos and I haven't debunked a single one. I haven't given her attention. Can you make it make sense, people? She wants me to mind my own business. Meanwhile, she's done 40 videos trying to get my attention and I ignored her. And yeah.
Not one of them girls.
Not a single one.
Okay, we'll get into that in a minute.
None.
That's why the one thing I've always said since day one, after they doxed me, I came out and showed you guys everything you wanted to know. I said, ask the fucking way.
Yeah, and I got a feeling there's a lot more to know.
Oh, really? There is, huh? No, actually, a lot of people around me on the internet that I'm actually friends with went and ran me too, just because they're so used to people lying, and there's really not. I'm actually really boring.
You can't, of course,
You can't do what I do and have, anyways. that's here nor there. But you just can't. And she knows that. But this is just one of those, ooh, what are we going to, what? Them Broco? Okay, cool.
You pull your own back check and there's nothing there, but I don't know about that.
Ask away.
You know how many times Molly pulled my background? Do you know how many people around Molly pulled my background? Wally pulled my background, who actually went to West Point. I can't even rationalize with this.
Because you have two options. You either own it and be proud of who you are and what you stand for, or you be a chicken shit ass bitch and dovetail and continue to lie. I took
That's you. That's you. What did you do when you started your channel? Who had a voice changer?
I did. I absolutely had a voice changer and was behind an avatar. And when I got doxxed, I was like, fuck it, here we go. And I've stood on it. Okay.
Can anybody remind me who came on the scene with a voice changer because she was a pussy ass bitch behind the screen? Didn't want anybody to figure out who she was. She was under a voice changer, would never show her picture up on the channel. That went on for like a year. Who was that? Who was the
July to August, August to September, September to October, October to November. 4 months has now turned into a year. Took him 4 months to dox me. But it was a year.
pussy ass bitch now?
And I actually left my real voice in the videos. It was like a game. When I would use the voice changer, I would tell them what to dial it up to, what to dial it back to, so they could put it in their little thing. I posted pictures of my feet. You know, they were checking my feet compared to everybody else's, my hand, my ring, everything under the sun. It became a game because we knew it was going to happen. Sooner or later, it was going to happen. It always does. That's why we've all tried to say, you know, what goes around comes around.
That was you, baby. You.
Oh, I am.
took one road, she took the other. Nothing.
I'm extremely boring. And those of you that talk to me know that you probably know more about my real life and see more documentation about just stupid random shit than you probably ever can. One of you, I sent a text message to at midnight the other night because Kyle was asleep when I pulled my tooth out. I was like, I got to tell somebody, and got a picture of my tooth. Like, you can't make up my life or show proof as much as I do. It's just the shit that happens to me. Okay. It is what it is.
Saying which one's right, but I tell you what, I guess if you got a lot to hide in your past, I guess the only option is to continue to lie.
I don't care what anybody finds out about my past. I'm from the street. Everybody's committed crimes, bitch. I don't give a.
That's not really true. I mean, that's not true. Everybody has committed crimes. Nobody is perfect. Again, nobody cares if you have a record or not. Like, this tough girl act is just really unbecoming for a 32-year-old. Leave that behind. It's not coming across like you want it to. It's coming across very desperate attention seeking is what it's giving.
Damn. Expose me. I don't give a fuck.
I have no intent of exposing anything besides your lies that you have told on YouTube about stuff that I'm concerned about. Your personal life isn't one of those.
All you've ever done in your entire life is lie. I guess you don't know any different. Yeah, stitching. That's another good point. There's actual attorneys were brought into this bullshit in the past.
I wasn't here then. So what does that have to do with me?
Real people's lives were.
I wasn't here then. What does that have to do with me? Meanwhile, again, I encourage you to go watch her Backwoods Barbie stream and listen to her say that she was around during that time. And then she claimed that she came onto the scene to show Steve that Steve was being framed. Okay.
Were affected.
By who? Katie Joy. What do you want to know something about all of that? Guess who was targeted? Every enemy of Katie's. Guess who you're targeting right now? Your enemy and Katie's.
Who am I targeting? Responding to you is not targeting you, Vada.
Crazy, huh? Just fucking wild. And I know I'm one of the rare ones who will just, it is what it is. My life is an open book. I don't have shit to hide. But
Girl, that's all you do is hide. If anybody in your audience was smart enough to come over here and watch the truth.
My audience does come over there and watch you. They find it ridiculously funny. Some of them find it funny as hell that you have lied to the extent you have. And then there's the other half that are extremely concerned because it takes a very special person to lie to this degree and continually spin it. So a lot of your views do come from hate watchers. Same with mine. That's no shocker. But they do. They're how I knew some of the bullshit that you'd been doing over the last year because of people I trust do somewhat watch you.
All they gotta do is click. That's it.
They have clicked, and that's why they're still as confused as anybody else.
I mean, I love that you're giving me this exposure and all of this over on your channel. That's great. That's the only way you'll ever expose me is bringing your audience over here, which I don't even know if I fucking want at this point. Because if they don't have any fucking sense at this point, I don't know why that says.
You don't have to worry about my audience leaving me and coming to you. Even if my audience leaves me, they definitely aren't coming to you. There is no comparison between me and you. We don't even do similar content. You talk about teen mom stuff now. You talk about Katie and me. I would have to piss somebody off to a real big extent for them to flip and come to you. They'll maybe not come over here anymore, but they sure as hell ain't coming over there, except some of the little weird ones. But hey, everybody's got their thing, right?
Contessa nonsensical. That means you have no common sense, I guess.
Oh my God. My name, Contessa Nonsensical.
Will never actively continue to put my kids in a situation that these people attempt to do to children.
You actively put your kids in the situation because you stalked Molly for a fucking year. We're pushing and poking the bear. Then your ass got doxxed, got threatened, and you whined and cried wolf about it after you stalked a woman for a fucking year, framed her with crimes, then cried wolf because you got doxxed. Sorry.
So meanwhile, she just confirmed that when you poke at somebody and criticize somebody, granted, I didn't stalk Molly. I didn't harass Molly. I didn't go real life on Molly. I didn't do anything to Molly's real life. I didn't even report Molly at all. And Molly was not the only one I was covering either. In fact, by the way, y'all, Erica responded to my live earlier. Yeah, just like she's in the comment section right now. Hi, Erica. Good to see you again. The bullshit has been nonstop. I said coming into this to everybody around me that sooner or later I would get doxxed because you cannot call people out on their bad behavior and it not happen. They retaliate. That's how people that have nowhere else to go, when you use their own words against them, that's the only place they go is low. It's just what happens.
And I don't think it's fair play. I don't think it's fair game to go back at their kids. I don't think that's cool. I would never do it.
Yeah, she's.
That's all you're talking about doing in this whole fucking stream. Which one is it? Are you gonna do it? Are you not gonna do it? Is my family in danger? Are they not in danger? Do you feel sorry for me, or do you not feel sorry for me? Are you dedicating the stream to?
It's really not that complicated at all. And Penelope never played a factor in anything besides being exposed for a piece of shit that she actually is. And Penelope's reaction to that was threatening my kids. That's the other type of low shit. So because Penelope got outed as a piece of shit who was lying, claiming she was a mental health professional, meanwhile harassing Michelle and attempting, now Michelle's got her own issues too, but Penelope was actively encouraging a lot of the stuff that went on there. So Penelope threatened my children. I guess in that is opinion, that was justified again.
Warn me, or are you dedicating the stream to threaten me? I still can't figure those questions out.
That's a you problem that you can't comprehend the things that are being said to you.
But I'm not built like them either, obviously. Oh God, yeah. Yep, absolutely. I hope, and she needs to own her shit. That's the only way out of this because there is no spin.
There is nothing I haven't owned. Nothing.
Here, for full transparency, is the statement that she's been throwing around, you know, the statement that she wrote to the court. Again, that TRO that she attempted to get has been yanked out of the court, is null and void. The only TROs that are active are the ones that Charla has on EKC, Vada, and there's one on Steve, but Steve's is a different situation. It's an actual RO. And Steve is past his time that he can even apply for appeal. He had 30 days to appeal, and he is way beyond that window. So I don't know what's going to happen.
Lies into truth. There's just nothing that they can do to spin this into truth for fun.
By the way, though, you can see in those court papers that they've been posting all over again. This has been out here. This is nothing new that anybody hasn't seen. But she even signs the papers under that alleged fake name that EKC confirmed is her, but she's saying it's not.
Expose me, bitch. Drop all my lies. I'm waiting for it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Fucking faces plastered all over every goddamn app on here that's tagged.
I won't expose her personal life. Why would I? Why would I, Megan? Why are you asking for somebody to expose your friend? What a friend you are.
With her. Anyways, there's nothing that they can do to spin this into the truth. They cannot make this true. And why do you think that they...
You're just mad because my friends have my back and you don't have anybody having yours. That's all you're bitter and a bitch about.
That's not what we call friends.
You secretly love me and you want my crotch. Just admit it. That's why I named this Cougar Dreams. Because, bitch, I could see a bunch of cougars running around and fucking running as soon as you spread your legs.
What sick, vile, disgusting, immature... How does your brain even function like this? In my opinion, this is called emotionally stunted. This is called needs attention. I am extremely happy in my relationship and not interested in you in any way, shape, or form. Sorry to disappoint you. That's a you thing, not a me thing.
Ugh.
Oh my goodness.
I don't even know, like, when I hear her talk, like, the last thing that comes to mind is, oh my God, she wants me. That is never came out of my mouth. That is so fucking weird.
Mrs. Ice Crotch over here.
Why do you think Katie's going so hard at her? Because she was the one to take up their...
Katie's going hard at me because she can't handle the truth. Isn't that what it's same thing? Same thing with you. You're coming at me because
Katie went hard at you, from my understanding, because you were going after her family.
you couldn't handle the truth. The truth fucking hurts. Take a bite, get over it. If you wouldn't have done
Jealous,
the fuck, you wouldn't have come back and met you. I would have had
angry.
nothing. Exactly. I would have had nothing to expose.
What the fuck are we jealous of you for? Exactly what? In your own statements, you're miserable.
If there was nothing to expose. You walked yourself right into it. You posted the fake screenshots with all the white lines cut out.
Oh my God, back to the fucking Facebook screenshots where she can't comprehend the fact that those messages were all coming from the admins of the groups. But continue on.
You posted the cut audio and chopped audio. We just
Back to that audio. If you missed that, it's posted in part 1 and part 2 multiple times, multiple different ways. It's all there. It's also posted in the community section on this page, the original video, my original video that she has tried to twist and turn into making herself even sound stupider than she has been.
just happened to find the original and debunk it.
Oh, wait.
Then,
I included it again.
sweetheart,
I'm so sick of hearing this clip.
she hates you. We don't hate her. You just don't want to watch her murder her husband, mistreat her children. Is there something wrong with that? Whose side are you on, sister? You want to rock? Let's go.
That's the original from Spanky's channel. I clipped Manny Behind the Mic's channel.
You were the one that did all those things, dumbass.
mission, in my opinion. It's fucking terrible. It's terrible. And trust me, the lies that she's told, some of them are things that it's really hard for me to stay silent on.
If your audience doesn't ask you what fucking lies, I swear to God, is the live chat still there? I'm dying to see if anybody asked her to tell a lie that Veda's told. I wish somebody would ask her a question or ask her where the proof is. That's why.
No, nobody's going to ask me that because they've all listened to you lie over and over and over and over again, from artwork to audio clips to receipts to everything under the sun. You just lie to lie to lie. Your name, everything. There isn't anything that I don't think we have heard you lie about at this point in time, unfortunately.
That's why I say I don't want her audience, because they can't be this fucking stupid.
It is really hard personally for me to stay silent on and not out every fucking.
Do it, please. I give you permission to do it.
This is why I really genuinely think that she potentially did attempt to bait somebody into doxing her. Again, I had nothing to do with it, but she really wants somebody to go on this personal level with her for her to play a victim, in my opinion. She absolutely is baiting people to talk about her private personal things when you don't have to do any of that to debunk her lies or her misinformation that she continues to spread. I don't understand it. It's really odd to me, but that's exactly what it feels like she's trying to do.
Killing me with this shit.
Yeah.
Too.
Really.
I didn't stop when
She
I
keeps
had to
saying
tell you.
it, but won't do it.
Best bet. I'm telling you how bitter this bitch is. If she had anything on me, she'd drop that shit hot faster than I could fucking.
Oh, yeah.
She's
Oh.
Why? What kind of friend are you, Megan? Besides a shitty dumbass. You are a terrible friend, in my opinion, because friends don't encourage friends to do this type of shit. And why do you want her exposed so bad? Why do you want her exposed so bad? I don't get it.
All talk.
she would be live flaring it up in a hot second, just like she is right now with that bitch in the background feeding it to her.
And like,
The bitch in the background feeding what to me? Oh my God.
it is really a struggle. But the rational piece of me says I don't push unstable people. Basically,
Well, that must mean you don't push yourself then that much.
here's my analogy.
It's pretty bad that you shame people with mental health problems. Didn't you say?
I'm not shaming you. I'm flat out saying I do not push people that are, in my opinion, unstable. But considering the fact that you can't wrap your head around this, I'll play a couple more clips here in the end of this so you can understand what I'm talking about.
Say that your kids have mental health problems. Didn't you say that you had mental health problems?
No, I don't, but I deal with a lot of people around me. Thankfully, I do not myself deal with mental health issues, but the people I love dearly absolutely do. And I've never batted an eye about that. So again, that's why you are intentionally missing the point here.
That you had. Let's talk about your family for a minute, since you're so.
Let's talk about my family. That's where she instantly goes. I have not said one derogatory thing about her family, but just listen.
All on mine. Didn't you have trouble with your parents when you grew up? Didn't you? Wasn't that what was going on? That you have a lot of trauma from your mom and your dad choosing religion or whatever over you? Yeah, I paid attention back then. You did a whole stream about your trauma and your mental health problems. But here you are.
I've talked about my trauma a little bit and why I have issues with religious cults and organizations, but continue to tell me about my life.
Over here, mental shaming somebody else constantly. That's all you're doing in this live is downing somebody.
I wonder why they called my dad. Wonder what that conversation with my father was like.
For their mental problems. Hold on.
I've never shamed you for your mental health problems. I'm saying I do not intentionally push people who, in my opinion, are unstable.
Somebody's at the door. Let me see what's going on.
Oh, no problem.
They got so nervous on this one. I was actually like, are they gonna pop up with a pizza? What's gonna happen here?
And what is it?
I don't know many people that don't struggle with mental health issues. I've never shamed anybody with mental health issues. Not at all.
This was, and then there were 2 more streams after this that she did. I mean, how many is she going to make about that?
Why hasn't she reviewed any of those, Megan? I encourage you to probably just silence. Silence would probably be your best bet because you are just absolutely ignorant.
Like,
And you're my age, I think, and that's fucking embarrassing. I think you're actually older than me.
find something else to talk about. It's ridiculous.
Then tell your buddy over here to stop poking at me and being forced to go on panels and talk about me and stop emailing me. Maybe we should start there.
Obsessed. Her and the rest of them have been all
Who's the rest of them, Megan? Say it with your whole chest.
just going so hard this week at lots of us. We'll be showing y'all some stuff later.
In a secret, private, invite only, because we can't let everybody know the extents of the lies that we're telling. Megan, you do more damage than
We're all just very sick of it.
Sick of what? Your own actions coming back to haunt you? The lies?
Again, her painting Veda as this weak person that
I'm not an artist. I don't claim to be an artist. I'm not painting nothing. I'm just using her own statements.
No, everybody's taking advantage of her.
I said what I said. All right, that's enough of that one. Okay, I'm going to play one more thing. So just so you guys know how this went. So she did that first whole stream talking about how we had met and her issues with me and why we have beef and all this stuff. This was the tail end of that. This was the end of that. And there was just nothing but more lies and low blows and constant issues. She don't have beef with me. I don't have beef with her. Do I like her? No. Do I think she's cool? No. Will I screw with her? Nope. No way. Hell no. If she was left on a deserted island, sayonara. I'm sorry. Just going to be truthful. I might throw her a bottle of water and a towel. But no, that ship has sailed. This one has, as you guys have seen, has done way too much chaos and continues to lie. I don't associate people with people in real life who lie to lie. Now, I did say I don't push unstable people. There are a few things that I could pull out about stuff that she has said online. Her words online. Again, I keep it here. I did, like I told you guys, have people in her real life reach out to me. I will not engage. This is where this ends for me. She can do whatever she wants. She can spin her lies. She can do all of her stuff. Let me go over here right quick. Let me share this tab instead. We are going to look at this one really quick, though. I forgot about this. Let me go to this one. Let me pull this up. Okay. So this is the one that she started the other night to go over my first receipts. The first receipt stream that I did. I'll play that clip in a second. Okay, let's just listen to a couple minutes of this.
Hey everybody, my name is Veda. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reacting to some more of nonsense on the web. Never been to my channel before. My channel, well, it takes care of shady creators that like to frame people with crimes. All the YouTube drama is over here. All of the personal drama and reality TV shows and all that is on my Gypsy's channel.
See how she's mimicking me again? Okay.
If you didn't yet, please go and follow my page, which is called, you just got to type in Veda's page, but it's called The Gypsies. It'll look like this. If you don't mind going and following me there to keep up with all the teen mom drama as well. And Megan's going to come up here with me and we're going to react to some more dumbass on the web. And you saw my thumbnail and it said, what do you want? That's my question. What the hell do you want? I don't know what she's trying to do to vindicate herself from the past, but that's not going to happen. So, I mean, I don't know what she wants. And I did my response to you and I tagged you in it. So there's no way.
What do I want? She's only been asking for a reaction for an entire year. Now that she got one with a shit ton of receipts involved and laid it all out for everybody to see. What do you want? What do you want? Too late to cry victim.
You didn't get the short video that I made to go with it. So Megs is up here now. Hey, Meg.
Hey.
Since Cheshire says I love to stream naked, I decided to stream almost naked.
There you go.
Hi, Lulu B. Hi, beautiful me. Hi, Hank, Texas. We decided to go live again because we just wanted to for the night. We wanted to have a late night. It's Sunday night. It was just a good night to go live, so we're just going live. Hi, Allie. If you don't mind, leave a like. If you don't mind, go ahead and leave a like. And if you'd like to leave a super chat, there's my pay links. But we're going to react to nonsense on the web. Was there something that you wanted to say, Megan, before we get going?
Yeah, when Nonsense was live yesterday, anyway, she had said something that to me, in fact, she addressed to me. I did go in the chat because there were so many lies being told. I had to go in and address something where there was.
What? What is happening here? What did she come in a dress?
One person
I missed something in the chat.
that, you know, actually used to support you, but now, you know, goes and says a lot of lies. We know KCG. But anyway, so I went in to debunk some lies she was saying. And then while
She didn't.
I was in there, Nonsense said, hey, this is to Megan. You know, if you were a real friend to Beta, you would not sit by her while she tells all these lies.
I did say that 100%.
And I would not, you know, continue to stand by, not
condone your bullshit or condone her bullshit. Yeah, absolutely did say that.
do anything about it, basically. First of all, what is she lying about? Because she's, to me, and everybody else that cares about her, she's not lying about anything. I mean, you think she is, I guess, but she's not lying about anything. And I mean,
oh, she's not lying about anything. These are all figments of our imagination.
If there was ever anything that I didn't agree with her, we would talk about it and deal with it between us. But there's everything she said, I stand by. And you don't know what a real friend is.
Oof.
You don't know about our friendship at all. They didn't.
I don't care to know at all.
Are very close, and it just really irritated me. You know, it's like she was making it out to be like I was doing something wrong. You know, that I needed to stop you or something.
Right.
It was absolutely ridiculous.
Well,
so
apparently-
mind your own business, Nonsense, and stay out of our friendship.
I don't care about your friendship. I'm just saying, on face value, from what I've seen from you, you're a shitty friend. You're a shitty human being, in my opinion, that you would actively condone somebody lying like this. Meanwhile, knowing that even EKC, your other buddy, flat out said that is her name. Meanwhile, she has twisted and turned the lies around her name into this big old situation that would have never existed. Anybody with any common sense would know that that's not going to happen any of the ways that she claimed it did. It's just not, especially in the court of law. And the fact that you are acknowledging that to you is fine behavior says a lot about you.
You know, and why are you so worried about Beta? Because you do not care about her.
No, I
you can say you do, but what you're saying shows otherwise.
Well, we're supposed to.
No, don't get my compassion for people around her confused with concern about her. I don't care for her. Nope, not at all. I never wanted to come across that way. I care about the people that her behavior affects because they're innocent victims in her games too. Me having compassion for somebody and the bullshit games that they play is not me caring about the person. Stop making it into something it isn't. I said exactly what I had to say.
Supposedly be going through 5 hours of receipts, which there's no way we're going to react to 5 hours, guys. We're going to go.
There's no way we're going to react to 5 hours.
As far as we can, because she changed my voice to a chipmunk, and I can't stand that. I think she did that on purpose because she knew I wouldn't want to react to that.
Why does it bother you so bad? You're triggered over the smallest things.
But go check out, if you haven't checked out the short video, it's a minute long. It's under my video section.
Yeah.
It says, why you trigger me? Please.
Yeah, her response was a 1-minute video saying that I shamed her DV situation, which was never even mentioned. Nobody shamed her DV situation. In fact, what I did point out was the fact that I wouldn't discuss her DV situation.
Please go check
Right.
it out.
And then just quickly to KCG, who was telling all of her chat that I'm your gatekeeper. I'm not your gatekeeper. I do help Veda a lot. I mean, like, I work hard with her to help her with her channel and pages and things like that. I do help her answer messages because she gets a ton every single day. But you don't have to go through me, and I don't sit there and pick and choose who she talks to. I do help her with it. So, but there, you know, she didn't want to talk to you, KCG, because you kept bothering her and harassing her. So I told you to leave her alone. And that's all there is to that.
And how is it that you've been involved in the beginning, KCG, when I've never spoken to you a day in my life? I don't even know you.
Yeah, she kept saying she was involved in all of this, like she was right here with us, but she was not. She may have came and watched the channel a couple times, and that's it.
Interestingly enough, I had KCG blocked because she was associated with them and writing hard for them for a long time. That has, you know, she has been over here. She's welcome over here, of course. She actually, unfortunately, I think got hurt in this situation too. But what she was saying in the chat was she wanted this to stop because she didn't think the truth that could handle it from what I took out of her comments the other day. But she absolutely was involved, but now they're trying to downplay that she was involved. And she actually was concerned from what I took out of her comments of these people. I didn't even get along with her in the beginning and blocked her because she was coming at me just like these guys do. And that has totally stopped and changed. She is welcome around now. I don't understand.
Feel free to, Lulu B. Feel free to. It's been a mess. You can help me simply by hitting that like button if you'd like. We got a mess going on, guys. So we're going to go and see if she debunked all of my lies. Let's go see. And trigger warning, I forgot to put trigger warning on the short video. That's my bad. But trigger warning, if you go watch that 1 minute video, that's under my video section. It's only.
You see how she continually is trying to direct people to her short. Again, this isn't an intentional thing. Instead of confronting the facts that I posted receipts and debunked a lot of the bigger lies that she has told. Now, again, we'd be here for 5 years if I tried to do all of them because there's just so many of them. But instead of talking about that, she has to take it into another narrative that of stuff that never even happened. Nothing even remotely close to that was said. But she made it into that. She says that's why I trigger her. Meanwhile, she's been doing content on me since last November, or watching me since last November when I started triggering her. That's why she started her channel. February. She just told these stories in October. Ain't why I trigger you, Vada. That's nothing to do with it. But that was your attempt, in my opinion, to spin a narrative of you being a victim, when in reality, I would never do that to you.
1 minute long. I couldn't figure out how to do the sizing on the shorts, but anyways.
And when I'm talking about a victim, I'm talking about a victim of the circumstances. She is trying to make it sound like I victimized her or degraded her like she did to Katie. I didn't do that. Would never.
Not the duration of the short, but the actual size that it has to be as far as ratio goes. So feel free to go watch it if you'd like to. But we went live on my second channel as well with Teen Mom. So if you'd like to go check that out, we did that earlier tonight. So I'd really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and share the screen. If we start freezing, guys, you know the routine. I'll be back up soon. January, I'm getting a new computer, so don't worry. That's on my list. Don't worry. Let me figure out the screen. Let me make sure no commercials come up that she can accuse me of stalking with.
Oh, God.
All right, that's as big as she.
Hey, that's your YouTube algorithm. That ain't got nothing to do with me that YouTube decided to out your ass. Again, you can spin that all you want. I've actually talked to some IT people that said, no, they're really specific into your search history. That's how YouTube promotes. That's how ads and the algorithms and things work. Like, it's very curtailed to somebody's search history. I mean, and she got real close to my location too. Good job.
She's getting, guys. But let's go. I'm the chipmunk sounding girl in the video, by the way. So this is called It's Way Beyond Time.
We all sound like chipmunks. Get over it. You are way too thin-skinned for this.
And shut this down. Well, let's shut it down, girl. Let's shut the whole motherfucker down.
We're shutting it down because this is the end of it for me. I'm going back into my honey hole of fun things that make me happy, because this is my channel. These are my channels. Going back and forth with you is a dead end for me. There is nothing in this for me, except for I wanted to do this for my own peace of mind, for the people who have been confused on the outside. I didn't realize the extent of the lies that you have told repeatedly that are easily debunked. And I had never taken the time to go and walk it through. So I owed it to my subs, new viewers, and myself to right the bullshit that you have been spreading and your buddies for a year.
Katie Joy Paulson, or Without a Crystal Ball, and then you had that UD Rock. So they were all a team. All of them were together as a team. And
that's what we should start calling her, is Alvin. What is it? Simon, Alvin. What's the other one's name? The Chipmunks.
Facts. She avoids that right there by putting this up on the screen.
No, I'm not avoiding anything. I'm giving a history lesson. This is called a history lesson. Amber was one of the first creators to come to me And she asked about my team too in that same thought process. Isn't it funny that Amber's the one that you showed DMs of trying to get you to strike me? Isn't that funny?
She avoids owning that her and Uni Rock and Katie were a team by putting this up here.
I've said this numerous times before, and Theodore. No, I like Teddy. We're not gonna call her Teddy. We'll call her Alvin. For some reason, people just continue to attempt to twist.
Girl, there is no twisting. You and Katie and Uni Rock were a team. He promoted your channel. She promoted your channel. Y'all promoted each other's channel. You promoted his channel. Your channel is full of his fans. So how much more twisted can it get? Was she not? Is it me or
Vanessa, pull your seat up as your real account. None of you are blocked over here. Come in here and say it with your whole chest. You ain't gonna get blocked over here. Come over here and spin your bullshit under your real profile. Stop using some alts. Come on now. Obviously, you have past history with some people in the comments, so we know you've been around for a while. So come and say it with your whole chest. It's totally fine. You're not gonna get attacked. I won't let that happen. But you can come in here and defend yourself. You don't have to do it on an alt. You don't have to talk in third person. It's okay for you to come in here and defend yourself. That's allowed. If you would like to do it, please do.
Or did anybody else happen to see her part of the Uni fam in the whole beginning of the Letitia situation all the way to the end when she was about to get exposed? So she decided to expose Uni to deflect off of her own ass. Did anybody?
I was getting ready to expose Uni for quite some time. In fact, I had reached out to multiple people and said, I'm sick of his bullshit. I've had it. It just so happened to coincide with the letter thing, and that had nothing to do with me. I was getting ready to expose Uni before the letter thing came out, and anybody around me knows that for a fact.
Exactly.
And that had nothing to do with other than Uni and his egregious lies over and over and over again. That's why Uni was getting exposed.
Or was that just me?
No, I saw it too. I'm sure others did as well.
Didn't she share followers with Uni Rock? Didn't she go on his channel? I'm pretty sure she went on his channel.
Yeah, she supported him.
I went on his channel one time to correct misinformation about Mallory. Yep.
And she supports Menace, which was who? A Uni supporter.
I absolutely think Menace is an incredible creator, but Menace had videos on his channel saying I was a liar when I started to out Uni because they all twisted everything I said in the beginning of it. Menace doesn't even care for me, but I think Menace is an incredible creator who is very talented. Absolutely. Both things can be right. Menace can dislike me, not support me, and I still think he's a great creator. And so what's there to it?
Right. Just like a lot of all the trolls and stuff that hang out in that same group and support nonsense.
Oh, of course, if they support me, they're trolls, right?
They were all for Uni until, you know, all that stuff happened with the JLR stuff, and then they wanted to run.
Of course they would. He made all of them look terrible. Of course they would. He shit on the people closest to him.
But it's all a bunch of BS.
Yep. And now they're all hers. Have fun.
That's it. I've never worked with Katie for.
I have a clip we can literally go play right now where Katie says you work for her.
Play it, because if there's a clip of Katie saying I work for her, I would love to see it, because I am definitely going for lost wages and hazard pay. Please. It's amazing how nobody in over a year has been able to ever pull this clip. But here she says, oh, I'll easily go pull it. Do you think she's pulled it yet? Nope. They would have played that a year ago. You think I'm going to believe it now if there's a clip like that? No, first of all. Secondly, though, I'm getting hazard pay. Katie, I'm coming for you for hazard pay if there's a clip like that. Just joking.
Girl, don't even.
Katie, I will provide proof in this that.
Oh, I can't wait.
Katie has not even reached out to me in over a year. I have not had any contact with her. I didn't know who Uni was, Katie was, any of it.
You are such a liar, bro. Oh my God, am I going to have to do it?
No, you're going to have to prove it, because again, I've shown the proof that I had no idea who Uni and Katie were. Everybody knows that besides you.
Remember this timestamp. What is this timestamp right here? Oh my gosh. Just remember 18.
I can't see it. 18. Okay. All right. I'll remember that. I'll write it down.
There's lie number one. Boom, boom. Lie number one. We got to go debunk this, guys. Let's see what else she's going to lie around.
We got to go debunk this. What do you need a team to debunk me? Please debunk it, because I would love to know where you guys cooked off this whole theory to begin with.
Found herself with
Amber from the Amber channel was one
what does Amber have to do with you having anything to do with Unirock? Just wondering.
of the first. Shut up and listen for a moment. If you just shut up and listen. First creators to ever reach out to me. So I decided, you know what, instead of just saying it, let's show proof of all of it. So here you go. And Amber had that same theory that I had a team that worked with me.
Yeah, Unirock and Katie.
Interestingly enough, I didn't know that there was previous history between Amber and some of the people that she associated with, like Sherelle's World. They also forget.
Okay, I'm gonna have to speed her up. God no. I've sped up the whole video. I was clicking on speed on her video instead of mine. Let me go back to 19.
She cannot review me. She freaks out. Don't
I'm
worry.
dying to see how she covers up her relationship with Katie and Unirock. Oh hell, that'll be a treat, won't it, guys?
Right.
This is gonna be funny as hell. All right, playback 1.25. Let's go.
And some people had reached out to the family members via Reddit, got in contact with Letitia, then exposing Dre McCrae. The group on Facebook was made, along with the Justice for Marvon group was made a couple days later. So that's the actual foundation of this. I was independent of all of it.
Weren't you part of those groups? Just wondering.
Came in. Yeah, that's how I got all their bullshit. That's how I figured out that they were pushing off the wrong narrative. Hello. As most of you all are very well aware, I had pretty strong emotions and feelings about this, and I was wrong on a few of the.
No, that's right. You were a part of that fraud ass group that tried to frame Letitia with a donation scam. I forgot that's the group you belong to.
Of course, she's going to try to say I was a part of Flava's group again. Lord, how many times can she try these things that I initially thought? Because the clips that were coming out and being released were really heavily altered and edited. So I started digging into it myself, started looking and going, okay, something's not right here. And the further I look.
Why don't you prove that Uni or Katie didn't contact you? Who gives a fuck about Amber contacting you?
Right.
Like, this is pointless.
Uni never contacted me. So what am I going to prove to you there? Something that didn't happen? I'm just supposed to go create something to fit a hole like you guys do? And I already did show where Katie reached out to me. The first time she reached out to me, I showed that. And the last time. And the more problematic it became. But as you can see, once again, I've said it, I'm showing it now. Amber was one of the first creators to ever reach out to me. So here's the rest of the response.
They were going live every single day about this mother saying that she used the money for malicious reasons.
Things that never happened for.
No, it did happen. You were screaming for 8 fucking months how she didn't have a fucking lawyer. Do I have to go back to your channel that you're trying to run away from? Do I have to?
500, Alex. I'm not trying to run from my channel. I just don't put waste of space, energy, stuff like this on my channel. My main channel has a lot more going on for it than this channel. That's why I keep you over here in the dark. That's what all it is. I'm using that as an actual channel to create things. This is just drama.
No, y'all said 80,000, dumbass.
No, we didn't say that. Uni did.
The lawyer that she never had a lawyer. There was no proof of a lawyer or anything like that. And that is because the mother didn't feel like she was obligated to show court papers regarding what was going on.
All right. So you're going to see a lot of these rewind situations here. And there's.
Why did you edit it that way? Are you trying to cut out?
Why wouldn't I edit it that way? I can choose to edit however I choose to.
Certain parts that I say, because you know you can't back it up. Just wondering.
The reason for
Probably.
it. So because
she says there's a reason for it. I wonder what that reason is.
Facts are obviously hard for her to find.
Oh, that's why. Because facts are hard for me to find. That's why this is edited up that way. Good chance. A good chance in hell right here. Come on. I'm dying.
Listen to her. It tweaks out over a freaking GIF. I decided to go find him for her.
You are so fake, bitch. It is so funny.
She had started a GoFundMe to gather money to get visitation to her son because.
Don't worry, there will be a lot of receipts. It's receipt really heavy, but I kind of left you guys alone.
Make sure they're real this time.
On a little bit on stuff.
Dre McCrae, which is the wife, wouldn't allow her to see her son or the father to see their son.
And as you guys are there, they absolutely were able to see Marvon. Thankfully, once again, Marvon.
Oh, now it's thankfully. When before, oh, she didn't deserve to go stand because she put him up for a.
I never said that. You are so ignorant. They were allowed to see Marvon in June and July.
Adoption, and she was a piece of shit mother, and I adoption shame, and I'm a fucking cunt.
Again, things that never happened. Biological father, Marvon Sr. and Wynette were able to visit in the end of June of 2022. And Letitia and.
Why was that? Due to the GoFundMe you said she scammed everybody with, you fucking lying bitch.
And was able to visit sometime in July of 2022.
They framed. Why? You know what's funny about that whole thing, Vada?
You don't want to talk about the fact that Marvon Sr. and Wynette were allowed to visit before any of them came to the internet. They were able to successfully go to Arizona, have the trip funded, and see Marvon way before the internet got involved. In fact, their trip to Arizona is how the internet knew that there was issues. That's what kicked it off. So why were fundraising efforts done after the fact that they had already been there? I mean, you don't ever want to talk about that, do you? No, you don't.
This woman with the donation scam. They said that she had made $80,000.
She like
Why'd you pause that? Why did you pause that?
to say they, that
You were in his live stream. This one right here, where he marked out the 2 zeros with a Sharpie. See, 80,000. You ran with it too. You didn't stop anybody from saying it.
How am I supposed to stop other grown adults? It's not my job to stop people from saying whatever they want and doing whatever they want. Sorry, I don't know anybody. A team all the time.
She only tried to cover her ass after they got called out for this. That is all that.
Right.
They didn't get called out for nothing. I had nothing to do with Uni or his thumbnails ever.
Oh my God, these receipts. These are my fucking receipts, you dumbass.
But no, that's not your receipt. That's a receipt I went and actually screenshot myself. But good try. Details are important, and separating things out is extremely important, especially when you're accusing me of things and continuing to use these as the basis of your hate and obsession for me. So
Hate and obsession, bitch. I haven't streamed about you since February, and your whole brand new fucking channel was about.
haven't streamed since February. Well, shit. Your videos prove otherwise.
Me. Get fucking real.
This is Unirock's post. This is his thumbnail that is still currently on his channel, as you can see.
Yeah, because he's a dumbass just like you.
He did have $80,000 on there that Molly had made $80,000. There was other thumbnails too that I think he changed. I shared a lot of people's posts.
Why did he change them? And you sure shared it on your Facebook. Why don't you show that post? Why don't you show the post of you sharing it as 80,000? Why don't you show that, huh?
Posts on Facebook from YouTube as we were like starting to unravel and figure. We were like little kids. We were like, who's this? Oh, let's share them. Let's watch this. We had no clue.
She knew who the fuck Unirock was at that time, this lying ass. She knew who that was way
I had no idea who Unirock was. No fucking clue.
before this post happened. Way before.
Before this post happened, probably. But when this all started, hell no. But because I shared the post, obviously we were a team. Right?
Bitch, you were on his channel and in his live chat saying you had a wrench. Girl, go blow somebody else with that bullshit.
He gives courtesy wrenches. A lot of people do. A lot of people give courtesy wrenches. I hold wrenches on a lot of channels of other creators because it's a respect thing, because people like to clone accounts. That's all that was. I mean, makes total sense, right? And I was on his channel one time. Here's more information from that live stream. August.
And also 2 other creators that were representing the family of his on YouTube was Molly Go Whiteley, Justice for All, and LB.
So she says 2 creators representing the family. And
Okay, are you worried about who you're associated with, or are you worried about showing proof of receipts? Because you just try to downplay a receipt where he tampered with a thumbnail to change it from 80,000 to 8,000, and all of your excuse to debunk that one was, oh, I didn't know him at that time, when I can definitely prove you fucking did.
no, I didn't know him in the beginning of this, nor do I control what he does on his channel.
So that was a shit receipt. Next.
She lists off Molly, Justin, and Elle. I mean, again, math is hard, so please bear with us. But
Hey, Mr. Black Wolf, sorry, I've got a potty mouth tonight. Please hit the like button.
technically how that went was there was a group of people on Facebook that were actually in contact with Letitia, first and foremost, especially one by the name of Eve, who is behind some of these Facebook groups.
And to be all about receipts, why didn't you contact Letitia and try to get any of the receipts? Just wondering.
Yeah, right.
Who was trying to Did you know that Letitia and I actually did message back and forth? Did you understand that? Advocate on their behalf for the family. Now, YouTube creators such as Molly Golightly,
Yep, Appalachian Crochet, absolutely.
Katie Joy, Justin, they were all in contact with the family and all had kind of sent money to Letitia and family when they started covering the story.
And when y'all see the receipts Monday and Tuesday about the court thing, all of you Katie blowjobbers are going to die. Because when the real truth
Right.
comes in, you're going to look fucking stupid. That goes to Kathy P, Mandy, and whoever else is posting that shit as fact. All she had to do was put a little black X in Acrobat Adobe. All she had to do is put a little black X in that box to make it say that. Do y'all realize that? Do y'all really realize that? I don't see
Yeah,
it.
well,
You realize people can request the records and get the entire transcript of that entire court hearing and all of the documents. You do realize that, right?
I mean, they are the queens of faking stuff, whether it's stuff like that, emails, posts. They do it all the time. So, I mean, and you're going to prove it. So,
Oh yeah, and to those that don't know who this is or why we're at it because I haven't talked about this bitch since February. Last year I got stuck with her because she was framing a mother with a donation scam. She just kept.
She got stuck with me last year. You cannot make this up.
On coming. So I exposed her on Molly's channel, then my channel. She's still butthurt about it and still out for revenge. She started a new channel just a couple months ago or something, and I'm all over her channel, but I'm stalking her. Fast forward to today. Here we go.
Beginning of July.
You don't see her reacting to anything new I've done about her. You're seeing her react to my reactions of her. So who's stalking who here?
They didn't come into the story until July 6th. The story and the groups had been going since the end of June. Around June 26th is a good date that a lot of this started popping off, but you're going to see more of that.
Most of you know who LB is. They were trying to frame them all as scammers, and they were saying like Molly had spent the donation money on a car for her son.
She's really mad that I never actually engaged with her all along. She's really upset about that.
And because he was like 16, got his first car.
Again, that was stated. People were asking questions
Yes, and you were involved. Your best friend Katie posted that, remember?
about that. They were my best friend again. Jesus. I'm on her payroll. We're best friends. This one, Vada screenshot me, or not screenshot me. She photoshopped me onto Katie's couch and tried to pass it off as that we knew each other. Wondering where the money she spent on the car was.
No, you were wondering where the money she spent on the car was. You were wondering for all the.
No, two separate situations. Her current vehicle had nothing to do with the other car situation, but go on.
Money was when it was none of your fucking business.
However, I was not one to like stick to.
You fucking lying. Oh my God. I don't think I'm going to make it through 10 more minutes of this fucking shit right here. I know
it's hard to watch. I couldn't stay long because of it.
Somebody rewrite their own dick so long in my life. Come on.
That make a big deal out of it. But in Vada's world, I'm responsible for all things. So
Said that.
No, other people took ownership of what they did. Only person that didn't is you and cunt Katie over there.
She had spent it on expensive shoes, expensive perfume for trips.
I don't think anybody's ever talked about Molly and expensive perfume. In fact, I think
Don't worry, bitch. I got the post. Let me write that down. Hold on. So far, she's trying to cover her involvement in that shady ass post of dumbasses, Unirock. So Unirock post. I got you, checkmate. All right. What's
something I had nothing to do with.
next? The perfume. All right. Next.
Perfume Molly.
Oh my God, who gives a shit about perfume and Molly? Really, in the big scheme of things, you're stuck on some pretty stupid shit.
And let's see. Her associations. Her associations. She's trying to downplay with Katie. And
there's no association. So how am I supposed to upplay it for your liking?
And Unipuss. Got it. Checkmate. Girl, you're about to be blown the fuck away again.
Smell she likes to go for is chicken cutlets or bologna, from what I've heard. So that's the first I've ever heard of somebody accusing her of expensive perfume. But to each their own.
And you fucking buy perfume from Rotten Clit R Us. Who cares?
I'm watching all this go down for 8 months. And
again, math is really
I'm
hard.
watching nonsense on the web, and I liked her at one point.
Bitch, I pretty much can add. It looks like, because you haven't been able to add a receipt or show one since you started your channel, besides fake and altered ones.
Right.
That's great. Okay. And
I'm watching Katie Joy. I'm watching everybody that's involved, and I started noticing. Well, what ended up happening was Nonsense was live one day, and I was there in the live stream, and she had said, "Well, you can't show evidence on YouTube like you can on Facebook." And she had told me told the audience.
Yeah, I did tell you guys that it's hard to share screenshots and things like that. Everybody.
And bitch, why didn't you credit my fucking channel, by the way?
He knows that I told you guys that. It is.
No, she said you can't show receipts on YouTube like you can on Facebook. If y'all want to see evidence, you're gonna have to go over to Facebook. And that's how I started noticing some shady ass shit. She was posting cut and crop screenshots, all kinds of shit.
Really difficult because you've got 5 screenshots that you can share in a community.
If y'all want the truth, just come to my channel. If you're from her channel, hate watching right now, look at the receipts. All she's playing are memes and trying to downplay her relationships with people that have posted false receipts. That's all she's trying to do.
Post on YouTube versus on Facebook, you can dump 100 in a post. So of course, this is why I said that. Now I didn't direct it directly towards data, but she thinks everything in her head is need her.
I didn't have a channel then, dumbass.
Directly talking to her. So again, please give her a pass on that. Many of you know and had came to me and said, look, I don't go to Facebook. Can you find a way of putting it over here? That's why we ended up over here. We needed to.
It's not that hard. Go to studio where it says overlay, put your receipts. It's not that hard. You still to this day haven't learned how to do it, obviously.
Doesn't seem like it.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, don't worry. This video, this was my first video on this whole debunking situation. And those of you that watched it knows it's full of receipts. I was working myself into it. We're only 24 minutes in.
Christ, this is killing me.
Get the information out where everybody was pushing misinformation too. That's why I started my YouTube channel.
Hate to say it, Megan, I wasn't going to react to this at all, but we are absolutely reacting to the very end of this within a couple of days. Because I am going to love to eat her alive with this shit. It is going to be hilarious.
And all of the screenshots have been put in videos. And yes,
only the ones that aren't cut and cropped have been in videos, guys. Just so you know that. Just so you know. Go check out her page. Her dumbass still left them up on there.
Hey, do you have a question in the chat when you get a chance?
What's her
Why would I take him down?
involvement with KJ? Oh, shit. So in the beginning, there was a pretty much Andrea McRae is a beauty influencer, and she was married to a man named Marvon McRae. This is where they met. And the beauty influencer's husband, Marvon, attempted to commit suicide on May 23rd of last year. He eventually died this year on May 7th. But throughout that year, his mother was doing everything she could to go and see her son that was dying. So was his father. And this bitch right here was working with Katie, and they framed the mother with a donation scam. The mother.
They actually were there to visit him in June and July. The incident happened in May. They were there June and July and never attempted to go back. However, money was raised for months and months for return trips, and they never returned.
Was collecting GoFundMes in order to go and get guardianship or some kind of visitation for her son. Well, because she wouldn't show Katie and Nonsense the receipts, because it's none of their business and they didn't donate, except for Katie did at the end when she knew she was about to get dropped by the family. Then they framed the mother with a donation scam. That's exactly what they did to the T. That's what they did. I even
not even remotely close to what happened.
Put it in my court papers. And that's why Katie's trying so hard to lie to everybody and say that the case was dismissed due to no merit. No, bitch. It got dismissed due to jurisdiction. All I got to do is refile in your state. That's all I got to do.
Have you done that yet, Billy Badass?
Right.
If I had enough super chats, boy, would I do it.
If I had enough super chats, boy, would I do it. Oh my God.
Shots. But that's how they're involved. They work together to help frame this woman. Then at the end, I came in. I didn't have a channel yet.
Katie and I, for those of you in the bushes, never worked together. Couldn't be further from the truth.
I spent 8 months in the background watching this. I didn't even have a YouTube channel. And I was watching these shady ass receipts come out, a false ass police report that she specifically helped with get posted so that the woman would end up in jail.
I never helped with the police report, but carry on.
They totally assassinated this woman's character. By the way, the lady is a black lady, and they decided to use her race against her, everything.
That never happened either.
You could possibly think
nowhere even remotely close. That never happened.
Created crimes that she didn't even fucking commit and blasted them on their YouTube channels. So I came in 8 months later and shut them all down. Now they all want
oh my God.
Revenge, especially this bitch right here. And she, believe it or not, 3 weeks ago claimed I was stalking her, did a 20-minute video that's now deleted saying I was stalking her due to a YouTube ad. I guess she deleted it because she looked fucking stupid. And now her whole channel's about me. So great. We're just reacting to it.
The video is on my page. My main page.
Not full screenshots, because those of us that were around for the beginning of this watch the admins turn on each other in the comment section on my posts.
If you're new, I'm sorry about my cousin, but there is nothing that irks me more than this lion biatch right here. Her and Katie, I'm telling you.
They were all in pieces turning on each other and telling us bits and pieses that they wanted us to know. We were all aware of that. We were all very aware that they were not being truthful and watched it all play out. In fact, you can watch.
Neither were you. Yeah, God, this woman. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm having to stop it every 3 seconds because she's a bland ass liar, dude.
Watch it in the comment section on my YouTube videos because they were slowly turning on.
Haven't lied once yet. Not a single time, but she is freaking out.
Each other. And some of them were sticking on stuff. They were coming to me under alts, acting like they weren't people they were. It was
just like you were doing. Hi, Autistic Show.
The whole shit show. But
hi, Jill Spear. Hi, Jill B. Hi, Shannon.
I didn't go to anybody under an alt and talk to them, but carry on.
Context is important and details matter. And that's something she
Hi, Hank, Texas.
was not able to obviously wrap her head around.
If you want to see all the receipts for everything that's going on, I'm telling the truth. Go over on my Facebook and you'll see all the receipts. So what I do, whatever on her Facebook on her page, which is Nonsense on Della with a DA because she's a dumbass.
That was fucking brilliant, bro. Even in the chipmunk voice, fucking brilliant, bitch.
Yeah.
Say something.
I trigger her, okay? We're just gonna step.
Hey, fucking men, you do.
Watch that.
And on her page, there.
I bet she forgot to edit that part out is what really happened because you could just see her squirming all over her chair just then like, shit, I forgot to take this part out. Oops.
Right.
Screenshots.
No, I left it all in. I was actually laughing. Man, you cannot read shit.
I mean,
her and Katie were tagging each other in posts and helping each other as a team.
You wait till I get that clip of Katie saying, Me and Nonsense were together
Go ahead and make it. Go ahead. If it existed, it would have already been out there.
as a team. Just wait for it.
Helping each other as a team. Actually, you can even see.
Let me write this timestamp down. What's this one? Bitch, you wait. You wait. Okay.
What's the timestamp?
I'm thinking it's 26. We're just gonna say 26. I gotta write this.
Okay.
Down. This is gold right now. Gold. Where's your receipt that you don't have any what do you call
Alvin.
it? Didn't have anything to do with Katie. I'm dying to see those receipts.
Details are hard. I did share a couple of Katie's posts, as I've said all along.
Oh, now you're gonna admit to it. Oh, honey, that's not all you did. What about?
I've always admitted that I've shared a couple of Katie's posts.
I can't crop edited video that y'all made of Molly claiming that she called Dre a murderer. What about that one?
This is where she's gonna rage quit.
You forget about that one? I think you did. And your timestamps on it and your little watermark or whatever's on it because you wanted to own a tampered clip because you're a dumbass.
That I could vet the information from my own source. Katie and I had completely different sources. In fact,
Girl, you couldn't bet which balls tax your husband. Shut up.
I had the sources that she had. She got mad at me over because I didn't block out a name of somebody in the comment section. It was a whole crap show. Most of you were around for that and know that it was pretty interesting. And we would sit back and they would just go at each other and like start tattling on each other. And then somebody would come to the inbox and drop screenshots, and then somebody else would, and then a new alt
Hot fucking meat kettle, dude. Oh my God.
would pop up.
This is the drama queen right here. The drama queen. Is she not? Is she really?
You just
I
called
see
me.
Kathy P.
You just called me a queen.
You bitch ass over here. What's up, bitch? Oh, you got a wrench named Smiles. Well, you won't be smiling for long, honey.
You better shut the fuck up about my mod Smiles there.
Got new mods. Where's Nanya?
This is my second channel, Dodo. And by the way, I have been saying I am switching my mods around. You watch me enough, you should know that.
You probably finally dropped your dumb ass, I hope. She's the only one that had common sense. All right, let's keep going.
Interesting she says that.
absolute madness.
And they were posting.
She played with Nunya in the inbox for a long time until Nunya, nope, no more. And Nunya actually called her out on a bunch of shit on her channel. But she's got some sort of weird thing with Nunya and always has.
Lies. They had cut and cropped clips to make people say it sounded like they were saying something they didn't say.
So when I mean that, I mean she has this like thinks that she can manipulate Nunya. I don't know. It's weird. Not for me. No entertainment for me. Have no clue. Don't care.
This has been an ongoing situation that they have said for over a year now.
No, not that we said, that we proved. That we proved. You're making sure to word your words in a certain way. Everything I've claimed about you, baby girl, I proved. So this title needs to change. It's way beyond time. Shut this down, bitch. It's time to light it up. What are you talking about? Let's light it up.
So we're going to discuss this a little bit deeper. So this person came to me in August of 2022
What do you know? You blocked the fucking name.
from the cater community. I don't know who this person is. Still don't care to know. They came to me after hearing a clip on Tia Simone's channel. And I was completely confused because I had taken and clipped a clip from Manny Behind the Mic, which I will show fully. Most of you guys have already.
Oh, God. If you play that fucking clip of his one more time, knowing that you tampered that bitch, so help me. I can't wait. When's that part? I'm dying to get to that part.
Seen this, but I used that clip in my video. Now,
No, she took the original clip of Manny's, then tampered it, then got caught, then tried to play his original clip as if she didn't tamper it, and played the original onto her followers and claims that's what she used when she actually took his clip and tampered with it.
By the way, the original clip of me, once again, for the 18th time by this point, it has been over 18 times. The original video that I did with that clip is still on my channel. If you watch part 2, I actually go right to that. It's also in my community section. I didn't remove context or anything or alter the clip or anything. It is the exact clip taken from Manny's and put in that. There is nothing shocking about this.
So come on, bitch. You can do better than this. You've had a whole year to think of how you were going to cover your ass, and this is what you came up with. Shit, man.
Now, I didn't need to cover my ass because I never did anything with the clip.
you can read this for yourself. They were trying to claim that somehow I worked.
Jill Spear said, what totally pushed me over the edge is with KJ is her talking about putting her son under a conservatorship as soon as he's 18. She has no clue where he'll developmentally be in 7 years. I feel you there. I supported Letitia. Jill B says, I supported Letitia, no problems in the Marvon story. I donated close to $8,000. As a person with a seizure disorder and being Canadian, I have lots of family and friends in different military branches. Jill, were you here when the truth finally came out that she didn't scam anybody? I hope that you were here then. If you haven't seen that yet, there's a video called Receipts. in the video section, not the live section.
Somebody's claiming they donated $8K. I have a tendency to lean to receipts or it didn't happen, but if they did, that's a lot of fucking money.
But the video, you got to see them. If you haven't, that way you know your money did go to where it was supposed to go, unlike what these morons try to get you to believe.
With Katie, or I used Katie's clip when in reality I made that video, clipped it myself, told them
Tell on yourself, girl. Go ahead.
exactly where I got the clip from.
Yeah, where you got the clip from, but you didn't show anybody what you did to the clip, did you?
She's beautiful on the outside, but the ugliness radiates and makes her very ugly, in my opinion.
And you still won't. Bet you my right nutsack you won't.
You know, details are important though. So I pulled the entire thread. This was already posted on Facebook, of course. And I even included to them that this was from Manny behind the mic. So then it went to
No, yours wasn't from Manny behind the mic. The original was. Quit twisting shit, girl.
No, the original was from Spanky's channel, who took his video down, and Manny clipped it on his. My clip came from Manny's video.
I can play Twister all fucking day. Right arm on fucking blue. Let's go.
the next person from that community that I really was kind of directed to pay attention to was this person by the name.
This bitch is always trying to lead a hoe. Don't fall for it. She doesn't ever show any receipts. And there's that Stargazer mom account in her chat that sent me death threats.
Stargazer would never do such a thing. Try again.
Name of iJessie. iJessie is the one that initially like had the big gotcha moment on this.
Oh, and you were mad about it too, because that did get you. You're mad that he was able to find that.
I said, iJessie, you had nothing to do with that. iJessie was paid for this big exposure on the audio that was never fucked with. My audio has always been the same way.
Original clip and get your ass with it. That's why you don't like him, ain't it? That's pretty sad.
Jesus.
See, nonsense here. She's bitter because she doesn't like anybody proving her lies. She spent a whole year, her and Uni Rock and Katie spent a whole year, guys, 8 months. They were able to convince a mass of people. I mean, a mass of people that this woman scammed everybody, that she didn't get any kind of guardianship of her son, that she didn't spend the money for.
She didn't get any type of guardianship of her son. Letitia even said that. So this is why I've also not entertained this, because it makes what Letitia said even look worse, because this one just spins lies that Letitia herself verbally spoke on.
For a lawyer on her son, like it said on the GoFundMe. They were able to convince a mass shit amount of people of this with no receipts whatsoever. I come out of the blue just swinging, and they didn't know what to do. I shut their ass down quick, and she knows it.
She didn't shut anything down.
That she's still to this day trying to cover her ass when she already knows how this went.
That's why every single video that I ever did is still on my channel, the main channel, right up there for everybody to see. That's why I still stand on everything.
But keep on reaching, baby girl. Nothing could get longer than that nose of yours, though.
Audio, as Molly has been calling it as of recent, claiming that I somehow edited.
And for future, I'm going to go ahead and say this future disclaimer. After this stream right here, I know nonsense like the back of my asshole. Okay, she will go live tomorrow and say that I'm stalking her. She will say that I'm going to lie, that I'm fucking with her kids, that I've gone after her husband's job, or that I'm stalking her. That's going to be one of the claims that she's about to make tomorrow. Just wait for it.
Things that didn't happen again.
Did the clip to make Molly say something she never did. He even got a great super chat from Molly for this wonderful find he did. Yet I just realized that iJessie,
that find sunk your ass, didn't it?
Was a part of all of this insanity from a couple years back in this whole extreme offset group of antis. Or
nobody is a part of no antis. You got fucking owned is what you got by a group of fucking smart people is what happened. And we did the right thing, and you still can't own it to this day. Why don't you just be honest? Go live and say, I framed a woman with a donation scam. I'll help you say it. A year ago, got involved in a story with Katie Joy.
This is like when she went on Burnt Toast and expected an apology.
I met her through Thunder Creek or whatever those people are called. And she hired me to come out here and tell everybody that this
She hired me.
Woman was running a scam. Then we went for 8 months telling everybody the woman made $80,000 when she didn't. That she never got a lawyer to get her to go see her son when she did.
I personally think the amount of money could potentially be over 80. Nobody has a clue. We have no clue. Nobody's ever been honest about it. So then again, continue on.
And that my pussy ass bitch ass didn't ask for no receipts or invoices or anything. And that later on, 8 months later, this woman was about to commit suicide, even though her son's about to commit attempted suicide. And she's trying to save him. She's ready to go herself because of y'all. And y'all did stream after stream after stream trying to torment the woman, trying to get her put in jail. You cost her a house. You put her in the hospital 4 different times. What else did you not
Now it switched to 4 different times instead of 3 the previous time.
do? And to this day, you still won't apologize. Why don't you
I don't owe any of them an apology. None of them.
tell the truth? I mean, going over and over and over trying to rehash these fucking lies. And you're claiming I'm a liar when I still ain't heard one lie I've told. I'm still waiting on it. Okay, you want to say that?
The reason why you haven't heard anything about you is because I'm laying the groundwork of how this all fell into play to begin with. You're telling a misrepresented story from jump. So I'm actually laying the groundwork. That's why I'm talking about it the way I was. This is called a history lesson.
That doxes me, bitch. Even if it was, you think I'm stupid enough to come out and say it is? No, you will never figure out who I am or what I do or where I'm from or where I shit. Okay?
Oh, she's saying it's her. Oh, God.
Just saying. And to that bitch that's
by the way, you should in cemeteries. You already said that yourself. It's in part 2. LG has the short of it if you are interested in that. That's why she got the nickname WWE Grave Shitter.
signed me up for Pornhub last night. I already got a fucking membership. Thanks, though.
Oh my
But
God.
my favorite one.
Or whatever you want to call him. He had done some similar things with an account that was by the name of Chloe at one point in time. He was involved in that stuff. I don't know the details of all of that, nor do I care to. But you will see here that when Jesse approached me, I essentially.
So you try to discredit him by saying he's a part of some threat group because he outed you. Is that what
No, I'm telling the facts of who he is.
you're doing here? Yeah, it's so funny how you love to just dissociate yourself with people because they call you out and they expose your ugly ass.
Why would I have ever been? I've never been associated with him.
Damn.
I know, right?
1 minute. Let me go to history. I pressed the wrong button. Shit. Hey, there's my life. There's dumbass right here. Here we go. Oh my God, she got merch.
Oh God.
It's got a dinosaur on it.
What?
Somebody actually buy that?
That's what I was hoping.
I did not get merch. What the fuck, you guys? My sweatshirt that says don't. Oh my God, she says it's merch. Lord.
It was Pinocchio.
I just
Dinosaur instead of Pinocchio? God.
Oh
see
my
a voice clip.
God.
But don't take my word for it. I'll play it for you.
Don't take her word for anything.
You can read it all for free, Jesse. I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. This is nonsense. Over and out. And no, I'm.
Okay, so she's showing DMs where he thinks that she's Katie because nobody else is dumb enough to vouch for that fraud bitch but her. So he was just wondering if she was really Katie or nonsense. What does this prove? We're supposed to be talking about the clip that you altered. Why are you showing us DMs?
Embarrassing.
These mean nothing. All he's asking you is if you're fucking Katie. Who cares?
I'm not Katie or
Anything to make you look like the victim card. Jesus Christ.
associated with any of these creators. I'm an independent person from Facebook that got involved on trying to post facts, and I've just been a distraction.
Girl, you wouldn't know a fact that it hit you in the face.
And there's the rest of it. You can pause to read if you would like to, but you can see that in September of 2022, I wasn't hiding that I wasn't Katie. If they came to me, like I told many of them, I would talk to them in voice clips with my real voice.
Why do you think they thought you were Katie? Just wondering. Have you not figured that out by now? Because no other dumb bitch on the internet is going to come out and blatantly accuse a woman of a scam but Katie. So that's why everybody thought you were Katie. We never thought that somebody would team up with her to frame a woman with a scam. Usually that's Katie's dirty work on her own with Beauty Rock over here as her sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why everybody thought you were Katie. Just saying.
Voice. Of course, you know, for their take on it, it was I had to have used somebody else's voice. That probably wasn't my voice. They tried to get me to do interviews and talk about.
You were using a voiceover. Why do you think we were thinking that? You were using a voiceover, but yet I'm supposed to say who I really am. Bitch, you used a voiceover for a fucking year of a man.
4 months.
And it wouldn't show your face.
Katie, and I was like, I don't even know who this person is. It was a whole shit show. And this has gone on for over a year. So it started off with creators that I still don't even know who they are or what their point
I do too, that Apple.
But here is full context for everything. So you can see it with your own 2 eyes because
What the fuck is this receipt? What is this receipt? Why do we give a shit if he thinks you're Katie or not? What does this got to do with debunking my receipts? This is some bullshit right here.
as I told you all along, I have nothing to hide about this situation.
Oh, you got everything to hide about this situation because you're making sure not to show about none of it. That's why you cut my clips up instead of just reacting like I'm reacting naturally and just pressing play and stop. You're making sure to clip out certain parts because you know I'm telling the truth.
Nothing's clipped out of it. Nothing was clipped out of this. It ran straight through. I just added in the receipts for the bullshit she was spewing.
I know it.
It's called,
So
this is called how you lay out a timeline and a pattern of misinformation. This is very easy to digest for your audience because you're not just saying things randomly and throwing them out there. This is called receipts. You build in receipts behind what the person is saying so it makes sense to your audience. Maybe you should learn something from me.
let's continue on. Where are we going to go next? Nobody knows.
Thank you, Am.
Okay. Move along. Oh, wait. Oh no, I forgot I did this. Oh, I actually went and did a screen recording.
Okay, pay attention to this. We're almost done. And then I got one more clip I'm going to play. And then we're putting a cap in this because this has been ridiculous.
That's exactly where the clip came from.
Did your husband go, oh, every time he looks down there? Just wondering.
Now, the original clip that Manny used was from Spanky's channel, and I do it.
Thank you, Autistic Show, for the $20.
Do you know how attractive my... Never mind. I don't even need to go to that. Have you guys seen how he looks at me? I don't... This is just so weird to me. I am so thankful to have such a supportive other half. I don't understand the insecurity here.
Super chat. Thank you.
Include the original in this too, but this is for full context where the clip actually came from that I used. Manny actually has 2 videos with this clip in it, one where he's reacting solely to it, and one where he and another gentleman are on panel reacting to it. So here you go. That is that. You can go look at his channel right now, as I just...
No, we don't want to watch his original clip. We want to watch the tampered clip that you tampered. How fucking dumb can you be? How many times have we asked you to show what you did? Am I going to have to do that again?
Watch this. Watch.
I'm going to have to because you just
I
love
think
to
so.
read the screen. I love this. This is great. You gave me something to do on my own channel again. Thank you.
did this yesterday for you, so you can do the same thing. This is Manny behind the mic, and he covers a lot of Vanessa, who Dre had taken panel with in the beginning of the story in the beginning of July. Listen up. Timestamp will be about...
No, play the one you tampered. We don't care about the original. We want the one you fucked up. You better be playing the one after this that you did. That's what you better be playing. Girl, I'm about to roast you again on this. You're never going to get out of this. You tampered that clip, period. And you made it say, you made Molly say that she murdered her husband when she didn't say that. Y'all cut it to make it sound like that because you were trying to help Katie cover her own ass. And I have all the screenshots. Once again, I'll stop right here. What's the timestamp? Once again, I'll show what really happened. 3250. Okay. Damn this girl, man. If you want this all brought up again, I mean, you almost had your whole channel back to where you didn't have to worry about me no more. But if you want to press replay, we can go backwards. Let's do it.
It's your problem, sweetheart. It's your problem. It's your problem. Hold my picture there. I was seeing all your messages in the house.
We can't even hear what they're fucking saying or what Molly's saying.
She's problematic.
We've seen all your messages in the house.
We can't even hear Molly. Was that the purpose of this? You know we can't hear her.
Look at her. She wants to make fun of me.
Why are you showing the untampered clip? Why are you showing Manny's clip? We don't give a shit where you got the clip from. We give a shit about what you did with the clip. And you know that. And that's why you're not showing it, because you don't want your audience to see what you did with it. Fucking idiot.
Oh, now she's covering her mouth.
We won't get into your zen, sweetheart.
Right there. We won't get into your zen, sweetheart. Okay.
Okay, just because she can't somehow process this, let me just go over here so you guys can see this. This is my page, Nonsense on the Web, as you can see at the top. You see this video right here, embarrassing moments with misinformation. This is where that clip is from. This video right here from August 14th, 2022. That is the original video that I made. This is not hard to process, and she cannot do it whatsoever. Anyways, if you missed all of that previously, there you go. It's still right there on my main channel. The full context is there. I don't know if Katie clipped my clip. I have no idea. That is my video that I did of this situation.
Okay.
All the shit.
But watch.
We just don't want to watch her murder her husband.
We just don't want to watch her murder her husband.
Mistreat her children.
And mistreat her children. What did you cut it to? We are watching her murder her husband and mistreat her children. That's what you cut it. Why don't you tell your audience that part? Or can you?
Is there something wrong with that? Whose side are you on?
So what they did with this clip, which she's not going to show, is she took this original clip right here of Manny's and cut it up right there, where she said, "We don't want to watch you murder your husband." She put, "We are watching you murder your husband."
Okay, just a quick one because it's right here. Let me go. Okay, so back to my video, my original video, still on my page. Okay, ready? Timestamp is 7:54.
We just don't want to watch her murder her husband. Mistreat her children.
Why do you guys make such bold statements?
Again, say that again there. Tell us again how that went. Oh, goodness. Watch this, though.
Not on yours, lady. Not on yours.
Let's go.
We're going.
Hey, Marion.
Honey, you were eating your fingernails.
Don't mute yourself.
Well, nobody's muting me.
If your dumbass audience believes this shit, so help me.
188 people. Come on over here.
She didn't even realize that shit's like 10 minutes ago.
I'm fucking glad Carol was
Thank
up
you,
there.
Am.
I mean, she fits right in.
She don't like that.
Look at her. She don't even realize that.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like 10 minutes
Trey
ago.
will go to prison. Oh, these people are bashing her. They're bashing her.
So there's the first clip, but I didn't just include one. If you know anything about me, I just kind of like to drive a point home. So let's continue on a moment because I think I'm going to blow a few of your minds here. Here's the second
Just
one.
don't watch her murder her husband and mistreat her children. Is there something wrong with that? Whose side are you on?
Not on yours, lady. Not on
Here
yours.
gets this part.
Look, we're going.
Well,
We're going now.
Hey, Marcy.
Honey, you were eating your fingernails.
don't mute yourself.
Nobody's muting me.
So both of those clips are still currently on Manny's page. That is who I clipped for my video. Now let's listen to the original. This is from Justin of Justice for All.
Zen, sweetheart.
She's really quiet.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You don't get to do that. Nope. Don't think so.
We don't hate her. Just don't want to watch her murder her husband,
We just don't want to watch her murder her husband. Okay, what's the difference here?
mistreat her children. Is there something wrong with that? Whose side
And that's not what you clipped, you lying bitch.
are you on, sister? Want to rock? Let's go.
Well, but wait, I can go better than that. So the
Play the one on Katie's Facebook. Play the one on Katie's Facebook.
Why would I play Katie's clips? That has nothing to do with me.
That's where you need to be playing. Quit trying to cover your ass. Play the one on Katie's fucking Facebook. The altered one.
whole thing has been all along that Katie is the only person that has ever said that we deep faked this audio.
You did. And Katie is the only one that ever called Dre a murderer.
Oh.
Tried to frame Molly with it.
Well
Molly
said.
never said that.
She didn't.
So buckle up, babies, because the one thing that you guys forget is the internet's forever.
Oh, hell, did you cut another clip?
So here you go.
Do this,
Probably.
but I'm calling her. Oh, she sent me the voicemail. Okay.
This happened
808.
And yes, I did mute her, of course, because this happens to be when she actually called Dre. So I just want
Well, then why didn't you play this and use this instead of tampering with an audio for then, dumbass? I don't understand what you're trying to do here. Why not play this one then tampering with another one to try to make her sound like she's saying something she wasn't?
Shit.
Oh my God.
to remind people that Little Miss Innocence over there that they've been singing the praises of absolutely did do.
You're just mad that I've got support. That is what it is. All I've heard you say is these people are just eating it up and listening to her lies. No, bitch, I showed receipts. You still haven't. We're looking at a green fucking screen we can't even see.
Terrible things too. Katie absolutely did say and do horrible things. Nobody's ever denied that. However, by the
So did you. But you still deny that, don't you? Still in denial, but I'm the liar. Still in denial, but I'm
You are a liar, and I didn't do terrible things, but carry on.
the liar. Okay. I'm the one that's unstable. I'm the mentally unstable one. Killing me here. I know I'm fucking
Please.
unstable, but I still know a receipt when I see one. Oh my God, this bitch. This is absolutely going to be demonetized. So much for trying to make money tonight. Oh,
time that we really got into the meat and potatoes of the story, Katie had given her apology, came on panel, explained her position,
do it, baby, because I need some okra. Bring some okra too.
and completely moved away from it. That is why it was never a focus. There was so much actually popping off,
No, because you and Unirock were working for her behind the scenes. She didn't need to be up in front and center because y'all were right up under her ass.
such as things like this. So pay attention because this isn't the only clip that we're going to listen to.
Don't say it.
I'm calling her. That's her. Let's go.
I'm gonna mute you.
Hey, honey. Why don't you, honestly, Trey, it's Molly Golightly. Why don't you just talk to us instead of going through that heathen that doesn't know what she's talking about?
She was talking about Vanessa in that. But just to give some more context, hold on. I've got more for you. And these are courtesy of a wonderful Islander that I love dearly.
What the fuck is this supposed to prove?
Oh,
I do think I think she's shook.
remember, she just said Molly was the only one that said Dre murdered him.
And she knows that people seeing through her now.
You can't grab clips from after the shit happened, girl. You can't grab shit from way after.
That's exactly what you did, though. You weren't a part of any of this and came in grabbing clips way after and tried to stick those clips into what you tried to turn your story to. Meanwhile, they just never fit there. They fit right where they fit. But go ahead.
This is what happened at that moment, not way after where you can get a clip of all of them saying that it. You got to use the clip from when that happened, which is from Katie's Facebook. Just fucking be honest. Use the one from Katie's Facebook to show what y'all, you know what? Fuck that. Give me one.
Why would I play Katie's clip when the original video that I did is on my channel? This makes no sense, but she can't handle it. Watch this.
Second.
She's
pissing me off already.
Rage quits.
I understand. That's what she does.
Let me show y'all what she really did with a clip because this bitch is ringing my nerves. Give me 1 second.
She goes over here.
Please don't freeze on me in this moment. Don't do it. Don't do it.
She's so pissed. So I'm going to fast forward just to get to that part because she goes in and pulls out her school of nonsense, pulls all these things, right? So then she gets to the clip down here, which all of this is just more bullshit that she's attempted to spin for some narrative here. There's Unirock's clip that she blamed me for, all of this stuff. But what's funny is watch this. So you guys just saw the video. All these receipts that they say Katie was the first one. Katie was not. Judy was actually one of the first ones with a $500 donation to ask for a refund. But this is where her receipts get real great right here. Okay. Hold on. You can see too. So, okay. Let me play this.
I have not pushed for additional investigations after I realized this was false and have it continue to spread misinformation. Molly is one of several creators that have said Dre murdered her husband. In this video, Molly says, we are watching Dre murder her husband. This is one clip of many where Molly says this about Dre. No, it's not. The difference is I have retracted and corrected. Molly and other creators have not. If you are going to throw out huge claims and hope the claim sticks, at least be certain what you are saying is true. Also, I did not retract in hopes that Dre or her mods would speak to me. I retracted because the information provided to me by police showed that Dre was not involved. Simple. Below, this is a video that I'm about to play next. And that blue writing is Katie's narrative and Nonsense's narrative over on top of it, not mine. Also, there's a watermark you will notice where literally Nonsense takes ownership of creating this fraudulent tampered clip, but you'll see.
Fraudulent tampered clip. Big words for her, right? Big words. Katie's post with her apology and resetting what actually happened, taking ownership for some of this and explaining why she stopped covering it.
Called Dre a murderer.
Okay, so here's my video, obviously.
So her murder of her husband. Mistreat her. What's her murder of her husband? Mistreat her. What's her murder of her husband? Mistreat her. Because at the end of the day, you're the only person that called.
Right there. Nonsense cuts off what Molly really said. We don't want to watch you. Cut off. They left only the words murder her, not your husband. You guys just saw the clip. Again, if you have any questions about it, it's the August 14th embarrassing moments. I've played it like 15 times by now.
Called Dre a murderer. What's her murder of her husband? Her husband. Mistreat her. Because at the end of the day, you're the only person that called Dre a murderer. What's her murder of her husband? Mistreat her. Because at the end of the day, you're the only person that called Dre a murderer.
Can you hear me? I can hear you. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me better? That sounds so much better. That sounds so much better.
Okay. So she clipped it to say, all right, murder your husband instead of, let me go back one. Let me show you what she did with Manny on the Mic's clip. And this is Katie's actual post where they put the clip. Let me go back just a little. This is important. This is the whole reason I wanted y'all to watch this.
Moderator Goose and other creators want you to believe that I am the only creator that believes and said Dre murdered her husband. This is false. CMC, the protesters, nonsense, and
she cannot wrap her head around this. And meanwhile, she spun herself into a circle that doesn't even make sense at this point.
Holler pulled together these clips and I'm sharing here for you to see. I have retracted my statements and stated that I was misled when I made statements about Dre's involvement in Vaughn's attempted suicide.
CMC. So Katie says CMC pulled these clips or together these clips and I'm sharing here for you to see. Okay. That's exactly, I did. I put the video out there. She credited me for the video and the video's up. I don't know what the big gotcha thing is here on this for them. I really don't.
I have not pushed for additional investigations after I realized this was false and have it continue to spread misinformation. Molly is one of several creators that have said Dre murdered her husband. In this video, Molly says, we are watching Dre murder her husband. This is one clip of many where Molly says this about Dre. No, it's not. The difference is I have retracted and corrected. Molly and other creators have not. If you are going to throw out huge claims and hope the claim sticks, at least be certain what you are saying is true. Also, I did not retract in hopes that Dre or her mods would speak to me. I retracted because the information provided to me by police showed that Dre was not involved. Simple. Below, this is a video that I'm about to play next. And that blue writing is Katie's narrative and Nonsense's narrative over on top of it, not mine. Also, there's a...
No, that's your guys' narrative that's been that Katie was the only person that ever said that. Meanwhile, that's just not true.
Watermark you will notice where literally Nonsense takes ownership of creating this fraudulent tampered clip, but you'll see.
That called Dre a murderer. So her murder of her husband. Mistreat her. What's her murder of her husband? Mistreat her. What's her murder of her husband? Mistreat her. Because at the end of the day, you're the only person that called called Dre a murderer. Watch her murder her.
See, they put it to watch her murder her husband, not we are watching you. We don't want to watch you murder your husband. They put it to we are watching you murder your husband. Y'all see what
No, we don't.
the difference is?
Ha!
So it went from we don't want to watch you murder your husband, which is the real one, to we are watching you murder your husband.
Her husband.
The
Mistreat her because at the end of the day, you're the only person that called Dre a murderer. Watch her murder her husband.
Oh wait, and then she realizes there's the full clip. We don't want to watch you murder your husband.
Mistreat her because at the end of the day, you're the only person.
So Katie cut it on Twitter to say, watch her murder her husband, watch her murder her husband, watch her murder her husband. When it really said, we don't want to watch you murder your husband.
And that called Dre a murderer.
Can you hear me? I can hear you. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me better? That sounds so much better. That sounds so much better. Okay, if you don't mind, I would prefer not to hear any negative. We won't get into your zen, sweetheart. She hates you. We don't either. You just don't want to watch her murder her husband, mistreat her children.
It's sped up in Katie's clip is what it sounds like.
Wrong with that? Whose side are you on, sister? Want to rock? Let's go.
Right?
Want to rock? Don't mute yourself. Don't mute yourself. We got 388 people. Come on over here.
They've got themselves so confused at this point in time. Anyways, that's enough of that bullshit for the day. But you guys get the point. She continues to try and spin. So she rage quits. She doesn't even make it 30 minutes into my video and rage quits. She can't even take. So she refused to show the receipts and all of the different clips that Molly said she murmured her husband, because their narrative has been, we've heard him say it over and over in the last 2 streams that I did. She was the only one that said that. They deep faked audio. Meanwhile, my original video with full context is on my page. I've walked it through over and over and over again, but she completely tapped out. She cannot handle the truth. But I'm going to play one more clip. This is from that Backwoods Barbie stream that she did. And this is part of the reason why I won't engage with people like her. This is why I consider her a danger to everything. And I don't find this to be funny at all. In fact, I find this to be extremely disgusting. And anybody that can stand by and support things like this, sorry, I want nothing to do with you. And I stand on that. So here's the clip. This is going to be from around, let me see. What timestamp was this one? 1:45, about an hour and 45 minutes into that stream. If you want to go watch it, it's still on her page. But here is the clip. I don't find this to be even semi-funny.
Really, if you're pretty, you're screwed. Like LB, fuck, you're screwed. As soon as she figures out who I am in about 2 hours, I'm screwed. I mean, it's really, if you're pretty, like Not Another Housewife, she looks like she does the same thing. She, with LB and Not Another Housewife, they have a couple kids. So what? I don't have anything against kids. I hate.
She's talking about Backwoods Barbie, and when Backwoods Barbie finds out who she is, because she only hates pretty girls.
Kids, except the ones that I know.
Hold on.
I hate kids. I hate kids, except the ones that I know. Most kids get on my damn nerves. But what's wrong with having so many kids? I just don't have the patience for them, I always tell people if you ever ask me to babysit, they'll be taking a nap in the pool when you get here because I'm not a good babysitter.
They'll be taking a nap in the pool when they get there. This isn't a ha-ha, kiki, funny story. Let me go back again. You
ask me to babysit them.
You can go back to her video from the Backwoods Barbie stream, about 1:45, an hour and 45 minutes in. This is what the type of shit she says. This is not cute, funny, or anything.
Just for me now. I always tell people if you ever ask me to babysit, they'll be taking a nap in the pool when you get here because I'm not a good babysitter. But there's nothing wrong with having multiple kids. So she's using that as a weapon. What's wrong with? Why can't they have a babysitter during the 2-hour stream? And I've gone live while my nephew was over there digging in the toilet before. I don't get it. Like, she acts like you can't have kids babysat or they can't watch themselves while you're live or something. It's very weird. I gotta ask you, Abigail Crochet.
I don't know about y'all, but that right there is concerning to me. And that right there, I will never think is funny, that you talk about a kid taking a nap in a pool. That ain't even cute. You have lost the plot on everything. You need to stick to what you know, and that's Teen Mom. You need to stick to what you know, and that's, I guess, probably in your mind, lies. It is disgusting and vile to say the things that you have said. If you want a really good display of some of the vile shit she said and some of the stories that match up to some of the other stories that she's told, go listen to that Backwoods Barbie stream. You'll learn a lot, especially some of them will match up to the shorts that she's done recently. Anyways, with that said, yeah, Mercedes girl, if you can spew that stuff out of your mouth the way it just rolls out of your mouth and not even be sarcastic in that nature, like she was not joking. There is no joking in here. And this is why I continue to say, I don't screw with people like this. So for me, this is over. This is where it ends for me. She can talk all she wants. I've shown receipts. There is nothing that's ever going to change on this situation. She is going to continue to lie. She is a danger to all of us creators who she's around because she cannot handle criticism. She takes everything to a personal level. She absolutely cannot control herself. She's poking for reactions. When you try to advise her, you're going to get a bad reaction from somebody sooner or later. It's going to happen. She accuses you of threatening her. She switches the narrative, cries victim, does all of the things. I don't encourage anybody to go back and forth with people like this. They can't handle this type of situation. She's not in the right arena. But that is why, for me, we've never been in the same arena. That's why I never encouraged back and forth discourse with her, because we'll never be in the same arena, ever. She's going to continue to do her spin. She'll go on to somebody else. She'll probably still come after me, play her stupid games. But at this point in time, just so you guys know, this is in the hands of law enforcement, as far as the death threats, the threats of the CP on my children, all of that stuff. This is in the hands of law enforcement. It's not a coincidence that the threats and stuff continue to happen when it's around her. This is no shock. But the more I listen to the things that she has said and the things that she says on her channel, the more problematic I realize she is. So for me, this is where I take the exit ramp. And I go back to doing my thing and my things that make me happy. I don't enjoy this. This isn't even fun for me. You can't even have a civil discourse here. You can't have a constructive conversation with her. It will go nowhere. And it is what it is. Same with Steve. They're going to continue to do this. They're going to burn themselves out, and they've come across the wrong ones. They came across the ones that it's too much. They've gone too far, and it's time that there's consequences for their actions. They cannot continue to stalk and harass people all in their hatred for Katie. It's not going to happen. Sooner or later, somebody's going to get hurt. And this is where I bow out and let law enforcement handle it and support the people that they continue to stalk and harass. I will absolutely be there. And yes, we might, if I choose to throw something in here sooner or later, if there's something else, don't be surprised. But right now, my concern is Charlotte deserves support. She deserves protection. She doesn't deserve to have what's been done to her done. Charlotte deserves peace of mind. She ain't doing anything to them. And they have continued and continued and continued. And the people that are standing by this vile, disgusting display, well, you're showing who you are. I've gotten threats on Twitter from their subs now. They just continue to go and go and go. So with that said, it was fun. Not really. It actually was a headache, but I needed to do this for my peace of mind, because I knew all along that I wasn't lying. But then once I realized how much she had tried to spin and spin and spin and spin, I was like, wait a second here. So this was about me. This was me not responding to her for her benefit, not looking for a back and forth. This is me setting the record straight that once again, all of you have played so many games and messy situations and been in with the fuck shit. Sooner or later, what's done in the dark always comes to light. I've stood there the entire time, and the Tessas have always stood there. What's done in the dark will always come to light, and that isn't on us. We stand firm on what we stand firm on. I stand firm on what I stand firm on over here, everywhere I go. It's not an on and off for situations on the internet, for people, for some clicks and views. I am who I am. And there will never be a time in my life that I allow some little girl who cannot even handle an adult conversation to make me question anything about myself. That's just never going to happen, especially when they lie to the extent they have. That will never happen. I hope she gets the help she needs, that in my opinion, she definitely needs, especially hearing that clip. And I hope the people around her that are encouraging this stuff and saying, yeah, go you, realize what they're encouraging here. That's not a joking matter to me. None of this is. It's disgusting, it's disturbing, and it's vile. But with that said, I wish her well. I hope she someday finds a group of people that accepts her and loves her for who she is. I hope that someday she matures enough to look back at this time in her life and be like, wow, I was really hurt. Hurt people, and I was miserable and lashing out at everybody else. I don't know if that will ever come in her life. Some people, it never does. Life has a way of humbling us all, but that's life's job. I will never be able to humble her or correct her. She is too ignorant and arrogant for her own good. Life has to do that to you. And unfortunately, that's not my job. I've been humbled in my life. We all have been. And it takes something profound. And unfortunately, you would think that considering her life, that she would have hit that spot, but she hasn't. And I can't do that for her. She has to burn herself out somewhere. Now she can continue to play their games with me. It's just going to go to law enforcement. They can continue to do everything they do. It's just going to get ignored. So with that, I bid her a farewell, because nonsense is completely done with this. This is the end of the road, whether you like to admit it or not. You didn't expose a single thing about me. You exposed strength. That's what you did. You exposed strength, integrity, honesty, and the fact that I've been who I've said I was all along. You haven't gotten a gotcha. You haven't, none of those things. And even if you would have gotten one on anybody, so what? You need to look in the mirror and realize how much you're struggling yourself. And I hope that you find happiness somewhere. I hope that you find your people that will accept you and actually be your friends. I hope someday you get to experience the amazing people that I have met on this internet who are true friends, who would smack the ever-loving shit out of me if I behaved the way you did, because they care about me and they care about my family. I hope that someday you find peace in your life, because right now what I see is a very broken, hurt little girl who is attempting to hurt others. And this is where I take my power back, and you will never hurt me. You'll never hurt my family. And that's that. So you can try all you want, play your games elsewhere. There will never be anything like that. I really do too. I hope she learns her lesson. I wish her well. Right now, she's down a tough road, and hey, that's on her. Nothing we can do. We've all tried the kindness. We've tried the hard knocks. We've tried it all, and there's just nothing that gives. So with that, we will be back to regular content this coming week, and I have been in the research hole. We have a lot to discuss, a lot. We have a missing girl in another country that we're going to talk about. We have still missing cases that we're going to talk about. We have Tim Ballard cases that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about all the things, and we're going to get into cooking. It's Thanksgiving. We're not doing this shit during the holidays. People need joy and uplifting and positive stuff during the holidays. The holidays are hard enough for people as is. We ain't doing this at all, now or ever. The ship has sailed for me. She needs to find a hobby, and nonsense isn't her hobby. Becky, The one that you're obsessed with is not your hobby. I'm sorry that you see something in me that is a horrible reflection of yourself and it makes you uncomfortable. But that's a you thing, not a me thing. We all wish you well. We hope that someday you can heal on your journey to whatever it is you're trying to figure out. But at this point in time, I've got nothing for you. So, and Steve, that goes for you too. You can just out of here. But thank you all for being kind. Thank you all for giving so much time and energy into this and caring enough about her to attempt to get her to wake up months ago. But it is what it is. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. If you have any questions, you can hit me up anytime. I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful night. See you guys. I might see you tomorrow. If not, I'll see you this weekend. We're going to make pies. Thank you all so much. Good night, y'all. Good night, Pete. Oh, Beth, thank you so much. I know. You know what? That's one thing I will say. Every time, if you think about all of the people who tried to knock me down over this last year, every single one of them, from start to finish. Oh, by the way, Erica's back. I said that earlier, but I still crack it up about it. But if you think of all the attacks and the brutal attacks and attempts to slander me and defame me, people would have crumbled under the pressure. And I'm shocked I did it. But the reason why I didn't is because every time I started to like, I can't do this. This is ridiculous. I had all of you standing behind me, holding me up, saying, we got this. Because it's never just been about me. I am better because of you guys. I'm a better person each day because of you guys being here with me. And I can't thank you enough for that. This is what true supporters look like. This is what true friends look like. Who, when I didn't have enough in me at the end of the day, you guys lifted me up and encouraged me to keep going and helped me. Granted, sometimes we went off-roading here or there, but you guys have been the backbone of this whole thing, and I appreciate you guys so much. I can never say that enough. You guys have really made me into a better person, and at the end of the day, I am so fucking proud of myself. I have to say that. I am so fucking proud of myself because I have stood on the same spot and never wavered. Not one bit. You guys don't have to guess what you're getting from me. You're not shocked by what comes out of my mouth. None of it. You know what to expect. And I am proud of us, myself and all of us, because I know who you guys are too. And you're not these evil, vile people who encourage this stuff ever. And that makes me so happy to have my people. Oh, thank you, Mercedes girl. I'm getting swollen again. Can you tell? Like it's starting to like, okay, y'all, I am past my bedtime. Absolutely am. And I have some of the best ladies over here. And again, I'm very fortunate, but I hope for her sake, she finds her people too. It's a miserable, lonely world. Everybody deserves to find their people. And everybody, even as nasty and miserable as she is, and especially to me, I have every reason to hate her. And I don't have that in my heart. I don't have hate in my heart for her. I hope she finds her self-worth someday, and I hope she finds her people. Until then, it is what it is. The internet's a bad place for people like this, though. Okay, good night, y'all. See you soon. Bye.